All right, we're live
That's
now.
Yeah.
Now we're officially live. Now all our conversations are going to be recorded.
Yep.
So, guys, welcome. We're just doing a nice little stream. We call this Cobra Kai Season 6 predictions and theories. And coming off the bat, we got some news to talk about. Apparently, on the Netflix upfronts on May 15th, we're going to get some news. So we're going to start off. So first of all, we get some new people here. So we're going to start with some introductions. So you guys know Darth Chosen. New people, if you haven't met Darth Chosen, you know he's my co-host up here. And then my other new co-host here is we have Tyrell down here. He's new. He just came in. So, you know, we got some cool people here, guys. So welcome to, I'm sure people will come in soon. I don't know when they're on. I'll open my comments if I don't have my comments open yet. Yeah. See if we get some more people. Yeah, and if we get more people, so what I like to do is one of my favorite things to do with these streams, Tyrell, if you didn't know, I'm all for audience participation. So if people come in and they see, hey, Daniel, happy Thursday, man. If people come in here and they want to join the conversation, I still have a couple more spots left. So what I like to do is I like to bring people in and go, hey, you guys want, I'll put the link in the chat and be, oh, you guys want to come up? Yeah. If you're cool, I give them the test, you know, see if they're worth it and then let them come up.
Right.
It's cool. Because I found a lot of the Cobra Kai channels, a lot of the traffic from the other, even the bigger channels end up coming into my channels, and I end up seeing people from the bigger channels as well, which is kind of cool.
Who's the biggest
Dude,
YouTuber, Cobra Kai YouTuber out there that came into your channel?
Rosen gave me a heart attack one day. One day we were just having a nice conversation, and like, Joe, look at the chat, and then Strike Force Media popped out of nowhere in the chat, and I was like, the hell? Like, Chosen gave me a heart attack because Chosen.
I did message him about that. That was good. That was a good time.
Yeah, that was crazy, dude. That was crazy. Hey, Underground, what's up? What's up? Happy Cobra Kai Thursday. So Cobra Kai Underground plays Fortnite with us. He's a chill dude. We like him. He's good. He's good company. He's good people.
I bet.
Yeah, so he's good. You know what? Your voice, you sound like an actor, and I can't put my finger on who you sound like. My theory, the music, the GOAT. Oh, you think Seth Rogen? My theory is Kreese and Silver will have a brutal fight while Silver die redeem. Yeah, that's a good theory. I definitely have a video way back when about Silver and Kreese having a death battle. That's pretty cool.
I feel like that's happening.
I think it's definitely happening.
I would personally say that Kreese would be the one that's redeemed, not Silver.
Yeah, no, I don't think Silver will redeem. I think they're saying that Kreese for sure is going to redeem.
Guys, let's be for real. There's no way Silver is going to redeem, right? There's no way, especially after season 5. There's no way.
No.
Okay, so my question is based on my video I'm going to make tonight. I just want more votes on this and more interest in this. When he's in prison and maybe even after prison, who thinks, along with me, that we're getting cocaine crazy Silver for the final season?
Oh yeah.
I think we're getting crazy Silver.
Definitely gonna have nothing to lose when he gets out. Because
he's gonna be worse than
How do we know about his sickness? If I was Silver and like you said, he wasn't afraid to die. Yep, we were just about to talk about that, Underground. We think we're gonna get a pretty big news stuff. And you said that was on a Wednesday, Chosen, that event?
Yeah, I think that's on a Wednesday, yeah.
What time do you think they usually like to do those events?
I don't know if they're gonna stream it though. Like I have to check.
Well, whatever they do, whatever the news comes out, we'll do some big Chosen. Will you ever do a face reveal just asking BTW? He's done one before. I've seen his face.
I show my face before. But I'm not gonna show now. Because I know the music girl. I know you're gonna screenshot it because I'm not that no. I'm not showing.
Oh, did you think that she's gonna screenshot it? Do you know her?
Yeah, I know they're gonna screenshot it. I'm good.
No, yeah. So yeah, information. Well, I guess since everyone's asking about the news, what do you think we're getting on May 15th? Well, what's the biggest prediction? We'll go around the room. All right, Chosen, you go first.
Okay, this might be a far-fetched, but I have a feeling they're gonna shock us and give us the Julie Pierce return teaser. I don't know why.
Like they did with Silver?
I just weirdest suspicion they're gonna do that. I don't know, something about it.
It would be the right time to do it. It definitely would make sense.
Yeah, man.
Now, what would be crazy I don't know if they'll stream this, but what would be crazy if they did have like, because this is an event somewhere, right? It would be awesome if something, his picture's awesome. I love it. It would be awesome if like maybe not stream it, but maybe there's a recording footage of it. I'd love to see when they do the like reveal, have Hilary Swank come out on stage. I think that'd be awesome. Like wherever they're doing this like upfronts, like do the teaser and welcome to the cast of Cobra Kai, Hilary Swank.
Oh yeah.
Like, dude, that'd be awesome. All right, let's see. So, hi, Underground. How's your week? Oh, yeah, good that you can talk about. So, yeah, I think Julie's possible. I think, and I've said this since the longest time, there's a lot of characters I love on this show. This season is going to be big for everyone because it's the final season, but there's one character that I think this season is going to be owed to because we almost wouldn't have season 6 if it wasn't for what this character did at the end of season 5. And season 6 is the season of John Kreese. Mm-hmm. So if we don't get, because he faked his death, he escapes. It's a whole thing. Like people were wondering, like if you look at season 5, Silver's going to jail. I mean, you don't get a more perfect ending than that. So it's like, what do you do? Where do you go from there? So to me, I feel like with season 6 with Kreese, I really just want, like, yes, the Julie reveal, I would get excited about it. It would be awesome. I think with all the hype up when they did, like, the announcing the film. Remember the announcing thing where they did the announcing of filming? And Bob said mayhem was the word of the season. Just give us a teaser of, like, it doesn't even have to be footage from the show. Just give me Martin Kove in the dojo training, getting ready for some fights, man. That's all I want. All I want to see is Martin Kove going crazy because this man has been done dirty on this show, man. Like Silver comes in, steals his thunder. Silver's got the kicks, but I think Kreese just has that like Thanos raw power energy. I think he's just I think he's a menace.
I have another idea. I don't know if this is another possibility, Joe.
I want a Silver teaser. Yeah. I would love a Silver tease since we kind of know about the hair now. I'm hoping we get to see Lucille LaRusso. We haven't seen. Oh, that'd be cool. Okay, yeah, Silver teaser.
Yo, Joe.
Go ahead.
I don't know if this is possible, but I feel like this might be the more likely one than Julie Pierce. I think we might get something with Master Kim.
Oh, they could.
Because I just have this because we got the casting right of Master Kim. I feel like they're gonna do something with him.
I mean, maybe they were hyping a lot up with him, so I could see that happening. I honestly think they might go for that. That would be pretty cool. I mean, we know we're getting flashback stuff. Maybe there's something they'll reveal that's something about like I know we all talked about it, specifically you and I, Tyrell. We believe that Kim's Kim Jong-un, the father's coming.
The father, because I definitely don't see Kim Sung-young being alive at this point. I mean, we'll definitely see him in the flashbacks.
I agree. Sure. I see the reveal being maybe because I don't know if like when we've met the family they haven't mentioned anything about Kim's father. I wonder if like maybe the surprise is the fact that C.S. Lee is playing both Kim Soo-young.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like
I started raising my eyebrow. You remember that picture that they tried to erase on the internet where you had Martin Kove wearing a new Cobra Kai gi, but it was white and it was white and black like the training gis that him and Silver had, and then he's standing next to C.S. Lee. But when they do flashback stuff, they always have the younger Kreese with the other flashback characters. Why would you have C.S. Lee stand with current day Kreese?
Well, I'm kind of thinking maybe Kreese goes to Korea because where else would he go?
And who is he going to find in Korea? He's going to find Kim's dad.
Mm-hmm. Pretty sure Sensei Kim will fly him out of the valley.
Yep. Yeah, Kim's going to fly him out of the valley. They're definitely going to link up and do their thing, and it's going to be awesome.
I have another prediction, Joe.
Go ahead.
The fact that you mentioned the geese. So, Joe, guys, I'm going to say right now, remember that thing I showed you, Joe, the leak?
Yeah, about the senseis and oh yeah, when you saw the Sekai Taikai stuff, you saw the board of all the different dojos.
And the Cobra Kai logo is like black and white.
We've seen a tease of a new Cobra Kai logo that Kim's gonna have. Her dojo.
I have a feeling, Joe,
Hey,
that thinking
Brandon.
about you said about Kreese having that black and white gi, I think it might be more likely now because of that logo.
I'm telling you, man. I wish I might still have that picture. Let me see if I still have that picture. I know they removed it, but I might still have it as one of my thumbnails.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any of it yet.
That is good though. That's good you didn't see any of the leaks because it's way better to not look at the leaks.
Because like I don't. For me, I want season 6 to be a surprise. I don't want anything big to be.
I don't think they revealed anything big. I mean, I feel like they're just giving people, especially as content creators, we have to have some fuel to get excited about. And I think that, so for me, like, I'm not looking for leaks that are going to reveal big surprises, but I'm looking for things to talk about.
Hey Joe, at least we didn't get a big leak of Silver vs. Kreese. If we get like a big leak of that, I'll be mad, bro.
I don't want that. I want to see that in the show. They need to just put I don't know how they're gonna do it, man, but they just need to put the final season in theaters, man. Put this thing in movie theaters. I want to see Cobra Kai season 6.
Also, for those who are saying that we might get a Sekai Taikai promo in this from event, I don't think we'll get the Sekai Taikai promo until August. I think August is when we're
going to react to Transformers 1 trailer. Yes, I will do a reaction to that. Thank you for asking. I had to do this live stream first. I'll record all my videos after I get done with this live stream. So I will be doing Transformers 1. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to watch it, give my take on it. As always, a Yoda Joe reaction in true fashion. So.
Oh my gosh, Strike First Media. You're so funny, bro.
What is Strike doing right now? You should have him come in.
So, no, you know what happened, Joe? I told him about the news, the upfront thing, and I told him that he was right about us getting something for in May because he did predict that we might get something in May. And I told him that, and he's like, "Yes, sir," and he put like laughing emojis.
That's hilarious.
Joe?
Yeah.
So like, didn't Strike First Media, if I'm not mistaken, upload like a theory that Tori will not be in the Sekai Taikai, which I find very controversial.
Can we talk about that actually? Can we talk about that?
Yeah, let's talk about it. So I think, here's what I think. I don't think she's skipping out in the entire Sekai Taikai. I think she might join late. Because I was thinking about it, and I know that they've kind of showed by the set photos that he's already healed up and stuff. But maybe because here's my theory, and I think we all have the same theory based on what Strike said. If Tori's mom dies, it's going to be very hard for her to want to go or do anything. So I think that if Tori's mom finally dies, she's going to need some time.
Like I could imagine she's going to be put on pause for a little bit, but like I don't see her like missing any part of the Sekai Taikai. Like she will eventually join in the fight.
Yeah, I actually have another prediction on that, Joe, and why she won't compete. Okay. Well, she'll compete in the beginning, but Joe, I have a weird suspicion. Before we get to the finals, I actually think she'll get injured before the finals, and she'll tell Sam to go fight the final girl. I think she'll tell Sam.
It's interesting for her to get injured twice, though, because Kim injured her with her knuckles in season 5. You get injured again, even worse. That'll be interesting.
Well, let's not forget Kim does hate her, so she does.
What's up, Mike? How you doing?
So anyway, speaking of like Tori getting injured, I kind of had this theory to add on to what you guys were saying a few seconds ago. That I have a feeling that like there's in some way Tori might re-injure her hand, and then this will give like her top student the opening that she needs to deliver the finishing blow, like use a very lethal technique that will leave her crippled on the ground.
And this brings up my biggest question that I was going to do a theory about, because I was going to do a whole video about Kim Soo-young and also like Kim's dad. And here's what I wonder. Hey, Retro Lad. And here's what I wonder that's kind of crazy is, so we know Silver introduced, and Silver said that Kim Soo-young taught Silver the pressure, not the pressure point technique, the silver bullet. Do you guys think that's not the craziest technique that is in the way of the fist? Like, you think something?
There's definitely.
I feel like there's going to be something worse, and I think they'll explain it in the flashbacks.
Yep.
Like I could imagine there's going to be a technique where like it's like not only is it going to take away the ability to breathe, but it could even like you'll feel great pain inside, like you'll be gasping for air. Yeah. Like I could imagine that's going to be a technique that Kim's student uses.
Joe, I have another prediction on how she could get injured. I think You know what? Actually, I am glad Kenny's in Cobra Kai. Not Cobra Kai, Miyagi fan now, because maybe Kenny will teach them a better version of the silver bullet. Kenny will teach Miyagi a better version.
And he was adopted as a baby. I mean, yeah, that's what a theory a lot of people have thought about before. I don't know if I buy that yet. I think they're definitely connected, but I don't necessarily know if I would say he's the father. It's possible, but I don't know.
I was gonna say, Joe, like I think Kenny, I think he will teach Miyagi-Fang a better version of the silver bullet.
I think so too.
Because you need Kenny somehow. You need him in Miyagi-Fang. Because he knows Cobra Kai now.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see what they do for that. Sure. I mean, if he teaches people the silver bullet, and if they start teaching it to like the really strong students, and they know that there's no choice, they have to use it because these students are that lethal, I would love that.
Oh, imagine Silver's reaction to them using it.
What's going on? Welcome.
Silver's reaction will be hilarious, bro. Like if he sees them using it, he'll be like, Kenny, why did you teach them the silver bullet? That was your move. Like he'll be mad at Kenny.
I mean, yeah, they'll get mad if they find out that these new students know it, but I think they're gonna know some way worse things.
Like Joe,
someone said in the chat, Underground. You said we might get a promo for the dojo name, Underground. Actually, I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna just say it, Underground. They're gonna stick with Miyagi Do.
Yeah, it's basically just. So I believe this, and I'm gonna say this in my in both my silver video and in my Kim Soo Young versus Miyagi video. I believe that this is gonna go back to the age-old tradition. What was fun having Eagle Fang. It was fun having all these dojos. This is Cobra Kai season 6 is essentially Star Wars. You got your good guys, and you got your bad guys. Miyagi-Do represents the light side, and Cobra Kai represents the dark side.
Can I add on to what you just said, Joe? And
yeah,
what Joe said. They need to go back to season 2 where it was Cobra Kai versus Miyagi.
I mean, it's like Chosen would always said. Chosen would always said, you got your good guys, you got your bad guys. There's no more flip-flop. When we see these villains, they're villains. They're killers. There's no teen kids that are, I'm sort of bad. I'm a bully. These are not bullies. These are vicious psychopath killers.
And kind of going back to what Chosen said in episode 1 of season 5, he did mention like in order to catch Serpent, you must think like Serpent. You gotta like fight like your enemy.
Exactly.
They gotta go back to the season 2 route. I'm just saying.
You gotta act like a mirror.
I haven't even seen his skills yet, but after season 5, I will tell you one thing I am looking forward to, especially if we're right about Kim's father, Tyrell. The only sensei that's probably close to Miyagi's level, that can probably go toe-to-toe with Kim's father, it's probably going to have to be Chosen when he's recovering. That goes after him. Yeah. Because Chosen was trained by Sato. He knows Miyagi's techniques. He knows both offensive and defensive. So you're going to need Chosen to fight him.
And we know that Sato and Kim Sun-young were like rivals. So I can definitely imagine that Kim's father and Chosen are going to be rivals. Like
Joe,
dude, that fight's gonna be amazing. Peak Chosen, non-drunk Chosen against this dude. Oh my god.
Oh my god, Joe. I had this idea. Yeah. What if Chosen doesn't fight Master Kim? What if it's Kreese? Because let's be honest, Kreese knows the training of Master Kim, right? Because he taught Kreese everything in the past. Yep. So what if it's Kreese and not Chosen? I'm telling you, Joe. I think Kreese is gonna fight.
Finally spitting facts. I hate how Daniel people put Daniel on a pedestal because he beat Silver, but they forget that he only beat Silver because Silver was getting his ass whooped by Chosen until Chosen turned his blind eye looking for.
They did Chosen dirty in my opinion.
Like people don't understand. Yes, Silver got tired, but let's not forget episode 5. Daniel was not focused on the episode when he was first fighting Silver. He was not focused. If he was focused, then he would beat Silver. He would beat him.
The thing is, like, if you look at Silver, it's kind of like an inverse of the first fight, where Daniel in the first fight he was kind of like mentally nerfed, but in the second fight, it's Silver was mentally nerfed this time.
Great words. That's what I was trying to say. Like,
I still think Chosen just stomps everyone.
I feel like Chosen and Daniel are on the same level, Joe. I think Daniel and Chosen.
I don't think so. No. I think Chosen's leagues of. I think Chosen's
let's not forget, Chosen did teach him the pressure points and all that stuff. So I'm just saying, like. They're probably the same level now.
I'm
glad
glad
Cho's teach them.
I need it, Retro Lad. I need that rematch. I need to see. So can we talk about? So I know we don't like. You haven't seen all the leaks, but can we talk about the biggest thing that I think is going to happen? That I'm doing a whole Johnny prediction video in this season. You know what? You know what's going to happen this season. You know what's going to be Johnny's arc this season? Because there's no set photos of Johnny wearing a single red gi or even a black gi, but we know he's wearing a white gi based on that first set photo with him wearing the jacket over it. If it's Miyagi-Do versus Cobra Kai, here's what I want. And I no disrespect to Daniel. I think Daniel is an incredible character and a very skilled fighter. But Ralph Macchio is not a very good martial artist. And so the reason I mention that is if you give the crane kick to someone who can actually make the crane kick, like you see in the UFC, right? You see how they use the crane kick in the UFC? Have you guys ever seen the UFC fight where they use it? Dude, you give the crane kick to like Johnny learns crane kick again and does his version of the crane kick to Silver with style. It's going to be way different than how Daniel uses it. It's going to be way different.
A badass twist.
No, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Joe.
Yeah.
I had this idea, okay?
Yeah.
Does Johnny know the pressure points?
Nobody knows how to counter it, so he could learn.
Maybe Daniel will teach him how to use it properly.
I think Chosen will teach him. I don't think Daniel will teach him. I think
or maybe Johnny will teach Daniel how to do the tornado. Yo, if Johnny teaches him how to do the tornado kick properly.
If Daniel does the tornado kick, I'll actually get more respect for Daniel. If Daniel can learn a new technique, because Daniel's always been Miyagi-Do is the only way. I only use Miyagi-Do.
Because Joe, let's not forget, he did like the tornado kick in the season 4 finale when Sam was using it on Tori. So
yeah, but he hasn't started using it. And he's going to need it because, Silver's coming out the gate with some new...
Imagine he does it to Silver. Oh, my God, bro.
Oh.
Tornado kick Silver. No, you know what would be great? Obi-Wan and Anakin style. 2 tornado kicks at once. Johnny and Daniel just tornado kicking Silver.
They're both just going crazy, bro.
Dude, I want to see that. Miguel used the crane kick once. That's true. Miguel did.
Yep.
Miguel's been pretty good at it, too. And that made Johnny jealous because Johnny, the whole idea with the divide between Johnny and Miguel and Daniel and all them. But
you know what? I want to see Robbie do this.
Watch those UFC fights. You're gonna see like the way that Daniel throws the crane kick. It's much more slow. Where like with Johnny, it's like a jumping like crane kick. Like it's like a jump and then kick someone in the face really hard. Like
Joe.
Yeah.
What if? Okay, and I think this is how Robbie's gonna win. I think he'll win by using the tornado kick. I think his last technique will be
the Robbie do the tornado kick. Yeah, I could see that.
No. It's only Miguel and Sam that learned the technique.
Well, Johnny could teach Robbie.
They're all training together. They're going to teach. I mean, Johnny's got to teach his son something at this point.
Yeah.
So
and he'll use that technique to beat Cobra Kai and win.
I mean, it's either tornado kick or it's flying side kick at this point. So.
And anyways, Joe, I know this may not be necessary to bring up like for the story, but like, how funny would it be if Sam and Robbie were to fight each other for fun, and then Robbie tries to avenge Johnny's loss by using the crane kick to finish her, but Sam counters it, and then Sam counters it, and then ties the score at 2-2. Like, how funny would that be? It's like Daniel will be like, I never learned how to counter the crane kicks. Same with Johnny's like, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah.
Wait,
well, the thing
Joe,
is that,
someone in the chat said, so I was looking at the chat because I was looking at a few comments. So someone said season 6 prediction. My theory it will be when we'll get a Sam and Tori rematch. Here's the thing about.
I think sparring maybe, but I don't know if an actual full-on fight between the two. I would expect sparring for them to train each other to be stronger, not a full-on match.
But yeah, that would be fun if it did happen.
I mean, out of all the rematches I think the rematch that is guaranteed that everyone wants more than anything is because it was very short in season 4 and it was very one-sided. We need Johnny and Silver. We need Johnny with Miyagi-Do, full focus. Rage Johnny, whatever Johnny you get, full on train Johnny versus Silver is going to be awesome. And now I'm going to add a fourth Cobra Kai video because now I got to do the Johnny vs. Silver rematch video because I've been waiting for that, man. I've been waiting for that rematch.
Mm-hmm. Well, I kind of
I
want
want Johnny to counter Silver's back kick and just like trip his foot and just be like, nope.
Although I kind of want a Chosen and Silver rematch. I'll admit that. But like if Chosen and Silver do have a rematch, I want Chosen to dominate the shit out of him this time.
No, you know who I think Chosen's fighting this time besides Master Kim based on that set video?
Kreese.
I think Kreese and Chosen are fighting
this
season.
Chosen is gonna curb stomp Kreese. I'm
sorry. He'll curb stomp him, but they're gonna fight. Like I just mean it's gonna be cool because they're gonna fight.
But here's the thing, though. I think Kreese will get a few shots on him.
Oh, he'll get shots on him. You can see he's doing the move that he did to Johnny in season 3, where he's doing the sai like elbow, where he's holding the sai. He's doing the elbow.
Yeah, we did see that in like the first. I have a video
about that retro lad. I think we'll get a flashback Miyagi cameo because it's going to be Mr. Miyagi versus Kim Soo-young, and Miyagi's going to lose.
Yo, Joe, I know how the show is going to end. I have a prediction. You might know what it is. I think we'll go back to the Miyagi grave, and you see Daniel just talking to Mr. Miyagi, and then we get like a footstep coming in, and that's Johnny coming in. And both Daniel and Johnny are at Mr. Miyagi's grave, and Johnny thanks Mr. Miyagi for saving him, all that stuff. And you hear Mr. Miyagi's voice, and he says something to Johnny, like I don't know what he was going to say to him, and then that's how the show ends. And they both bow to Mr. Miyagi's grave.
That would be a really cool way to end it. I like that. I like that idea. I like that theory about how you would end that.
I would also love to see Daniel and Chosen travel to Okinawa, then also visit Sato's grave.
Yeah, that'd be nice. We never found out what happened to Sato, right? Like, how did he die? Do we know how he died?
I feel like we'll get a flashback this season. I think we'll get a flashback on how he's gonna die. I think we will.
Because I kind of have a feeling that there's no way that Sato could have died like way before Miyagi based on old age. Because like they're around the same age.
What if Master Kim killed him? What if Master Kim killed Sato?
That's what I was thinking too.
I'm gonna guess that Master Kim killed him. I'm gonna think that's how they're gonna raise the stakes. Is that I think the whole Kim lineage are all dangerous.
Joe, I have this theory. What if Master Kim killed Sato, and then you just feel Mr. Miyagi's hatred towards Kim, and that's how Mr. Miyagi killed Master Kim because he was mad at him for killing Sato, and that's the first time you see Mr. Miyagi kill someone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how the whole thing started, man. Oh my god!
And that would make sense how Mr. Miyagi loses because Mr. Miyagi's fighting for revenge, and that's going to make him sloppy, and so that's going to make it where he comes at him and tries, and
that's going to be emotional if you think about it, bro.
Well, we know Mr. Miyagi didn't die from Kim Sun-young. He passed away.
No, I don't think Mr. Miyagi did. I think Sato did.
Yeah, but I think Sato dying from Master Kim will set up the Mr. Miyagi and Master Kim fight.
Yeah,
I'm kind of thinking that they might have killed each other.
Yeah.
And that's kind of and what if like Chosen, might have witnessed it, and then he vowed to make Sato proud, and then I'm sure like Sensei Kim and her father thought the same, they kind of drew the line.
Yeah, you can I saw what Retro Lad said. What if Mr. Miyagi spoke to Johnny before season 1? It's possible there could
because we never seen what happened after Karate Kid, right? We never saw what happened, so maybe he did speak to him before. We never really saw anything.
It's possible. I mean, there's a million reasons why I think even though we're not going to get another show with these characters for a while,
that's what I'm saying, Rashad. I think
it's possible. That could start the age-old rivalry if he killed him. But I just keep thinking about that line, like I was saying, I just keep thinking about the line where there's nobody else that Mr. Miyagi has lost to that would make him say that someone's always better. Like to get that lesson, it means you got curb stomped by someone. Like someone.
I feel like that line was a what's it called? A foreshadowing.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you really think about it, I think it's a foreshadowing to him losing to Master Kim.
Yep, I think that's what it is. I think he lost. Maybe what happens is maybe they fought twice, and maybe the first time he loses, and then maybe he does end up being victorious in the end, because that could happen. It's interesting. There's a lot of ways you could look at it. Yeah, you can turn your mic on. I tried to turn it on for you, but you were saying, "Oh yeah, now it's on for you." Your mic's on now. Yeah. So there's a lot of ways you could go about it. So be crazy if Kreese. Yeah, that'd be wild. I don't know if they're gonna go there though. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't like the whole like fodder theory thing. It's kind of getting old now. Like I'm gonna be honest. Like Joe, I know you would agree with me on that. Like the whole thing.
I just want to see Mike Barnes do more this season, man. I want Mike doing more.
I want to see Mike go all in this season. I want to see him fight multiple people.
Oh yeah.
I think we need fights this season after we only got the one fight at Silver's house. I want fights with Johnny, Mike, and Chosen all tag teaming people this season. I want to see that trio. That's the trio.
Oh my god, Joe! You know how Rashad said, "What if we get like a Johnny and Silver rematch?" Mm-hmm. What if Mike Barnes comes in and helps Johnny against Silver?
He might jump in because he's got as much beef against him as Johnny does. So he might.
Just seeing those two fight Silver, you're done for.
Can we agree that the line from the original, the line from the original Karate Kid movies that needs to appear in season 6 more than any line ever that I hope the creators emulate is, I want to hear two. There are 2 lines I think that have not been said in Cobra Kai that I think need to happen. Number 1, I want Silver to get kicked in the face by Mike Barnes, and Mike just goes, "There's nothing you got that I can't counter. You can ride a joke." and then the other one I want to hear is I want Daniel to not know that Silver's back, but maybe Silver's in prison for a little bit, and he doesn't know that he's back. And Silver emerges out of the shadows, spinning hook kicks Daniel, and goes, "Wake up and smell the coffee, Mr. LaRusso."
Oh.
Like, come on.
If that were to happen, what do you think? When do you think that would happen? Like, what part of the season do you think that will actually happen?
So my theory was, I always like the idea that they're going to break the season up in 2 parts, so they could do like the Stranger Thing, really long episodes. So I'd love the mid-season to like make people wait. You see Daniel get knocked out, and you're like, "Oh shit, Silver's out of prison. This is gonna get wild."
Joe,
yeah,
Rashad, I want to bring something up that Rashad said. What if?
I mean, we did see that he deleted the post saying he's not coming back to the
show.
But
here's the thing, Joe. Here's the thing, though. I have a theory on that, and this is gonna go crazy. What if we get a fight between Dutch and Johnny?
It could happen. You want to know something I think is more likely, though? You want to know what I think is crazy? They never told us which jail he's in. I could see. I don't know if this is just pure speculation. I have no facts on this, but Dutch and Silver might see each other in prison. If Silver truly does go to prison for a little bit, they might see each other. Yeah, exactly, dude. I'm gonna mention my prison fight because
you know how I see this fight happening though.
Yeah,
if Dutch does fight Silver, I think they'll fight and then they'll stop fighting, and Silver's like, "Listen, man, I'm not here for you. I'm here for Johnny, Daniel, Danny Boy, and everyone." And then Dutch is gonna be like, "Did you just say Johnny?" And Silver's like, "Yeah, I want revenge on all of them. They put me in this prison."
Your other account, what's going on with the previous one?
And then, man.
No worries. They had their other account. I was trying to figure out what's going on. What's going on with the first account? Dutch is. Oh, he's at that one. Okay, so he's in the. Would they transfer him at all though, or would he like? How long has he been at that prison?
I don't know actually.
Because
Joe, I was gonna say Dutch would be like, you know Johnny Daniel, and then someone's like, yeah, and then Dutch is like, hey, what if we team up and stop?
Because and so back on the Dutch versus Silver in prison, one thing I want to say, and I don't know how you felt about this, Tyrell, I was super disappointed in season 5 because I know that they had it because they didn't have time to like, since Martin Cove is pretty old and stuff, but I was so mad they robbed us of a real proper prison brawl. Like, I didn't like that they switched out the flashback Kreese with the current day Kreese because they were trying to hide bad choreography, and that made me sad.
Do you think it's because Martin Cove didn't train and he didn't know?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Because he didn't know there was going to be a prison fight until he read the script. So maybe that's why.
And kind of talking about the Silver and Kreese potential fight, I can the only way Kreese is probably going to beat Silver is like through like some flashbacks, which I would find ridiculous because, like, believe it or not, Kreese is nowhere close to Silver's level.
Yep.
Like, he's the weakest sensei.
Maybe, you know what? Underground. Maybe Silver. If Silver isn't, if Dutch and Silver are not in the same prison, Joe, I have another prediction. What if Silver gets him out of that prison, and Silver asks him, like, offers him to help him take down Johnny Ganley, and he tells him, "Hey, I'll give you 50%. just like Mike Barnes.
I definitely see him doing something like that because Silver, he does bribe people to get what he wants.
Well, the one thing we got to talk about that I think is interesting. So, like, we haven't even talked about like how long Silver will be in prison or if it will even stick for a little bit. But one thing I want to know what you guys thought, because I thought he was going to bring him in season 5, but he didn't bring him in. We know, I don't know if you read any of like the actors that get involved in the seasons or anything like about like the casting and stuff, but the stunt double for Dennis from Karate Kid.
Oh yes, Joe, I see that.
Is in this season. Chosen, Silver, Daniel, and Kreese is the top 4. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that I think you could see Dennis causing some problems for the Miyagi-Dos while Silver's in prison as punishment because he was a karate master.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Joe. So you're saying that Silver's gonna cause a distraction where he tells Dennis to go after Miyagi while he's in prison.
I think Dennis might just be causing problems while he's in prison to kind of sell his point. He might do. You know what they might do? They're probably gonna treat. What if Silver treats his prison arc like Kingpin in Daredevil season 3? What if Silver wants to be in prison? What if that's
okay, Joe? You're really now you're playing. Okay, so
Silver always wanted to be in the shadows, right? What better way is to think that you've been beaten than being behind bars and operating your entire organization from within?
I can definitely see him being the one like to pull the strings from behind the scenes kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Rich Lad, I don't know about that. I think Johnny's better than Kreese, though. I don't.
I think Kreese kind of lost his. Yeah, like I think he has potential to become a ruthless menace and have a lot of crazy moments because we saw him and William Zabka both training at the same. You can't be doing. I can't play music. Get out of here. Why are people just blasting music? Okay, muted.
Bro, what's going on?
Nope. Can't be doing that. If you're gonna come up here, you gotta talk. If you're not gonna talk and interact, then you can't be.
Okay, if it was younger Kreese, Retro, I did not understand. But older Kreese can't be Johnny. No way.
Yep.
Like if it was Prime Kreese show, I think Prime Kreese could be Johnny because he was way better back then.
Yeah, that's why I kicked him out before they could. Once they started playing music, I don't know why they came up here and did that, but that's ridiculous.
Yeah, like, you could have talked to us. Like this is a Cobra Kai show. You could interact.
They can come. They said they wanted to come up and chat with us. Like I have a feeling I know who owns those accounts.
I think I know who you're talking about, Joe. I'm not going to say their name though.
We don't want them to appear again. There's a person that's going around the Cobra Kai community, Tyrell, and posing as Terry Silver.
Oh yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
And
you've probably seen the chat many times about it.
He's become a real menace.
Bro, he keeps saying, "Oh, what season 6 needs to be 15 episodes. Oh, I'm gonna hack the creators. Oh, and all that."
Like it's ridiculous. That wasn't even my music. I had to kick him out because they were just trying to play music when we were trying to have a conversation. So before we had that nonsense. Oh, so we were talking about Johnny so we were doing Johnny on younger Johnny Kreese, whatever. Like so, I feel Go ahead, Chosen.
I was gonna say I think Johnny right now could beat Kreese because let's not forget, guys. Johnny did beat Kreese in season 3 finale. He did technically beat him.
He was whooping him for sure. They were They were definitely. I feel like Johnny just has a lot better.
It's so funny though, Joe. You know why? Because if you remember the first episode of season 2, Kreese beat Johnny in the first episode of season 2, and then now Johnny beat him in season 3. Like,
yep.
It's crazy.
He'll probably fight again this season. As much as he has a lot of respect for them, I think Johnny, when he finds out that Kreese is alive after being duped again, is going to be pissed, and they'll probably fight again.
Well, if they do fight they fight like later in the season, I could imagine Kreese will be stronger because like I'm sure like when he's in Korea, he's gonna learn a lot from Kim and
that's why I have a theory that so like I was trying to figure out because like when they were getting ready to get ready to train, I like watching a lot of behind the scenes to build up like the actors getting ready for their big roles. And you see the video of William Zabka training in the dojo with one of the instructors of the MMA place, and you see him and they're sparring, and you're doing all Johnny's techniques, and even techniques with him we haven't even seen yet. And so he's really upping his skills. But you see pictures of Martin with boxing gloves on and training and like whatever, hitting pads and whatever, but there's no video of him training. And I think they're keeping it a secret because I think it's going to be one of those things where he will definitely, yeah. And I agree with that. I'm going to mention that in my, I think it's going to go similar to Obi-Wan and Anakin versus Count Dooku and Revenge of the Sith, Retro Lad. I think you're going to get Daniel gets knocked out by Silver, and then Johnny
just goes berserk.
Yep, and he's going to go crazy. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, and Silver's always underestimating Johnny, so I think he's going to totally underestimate what he can do, and he's really going to blind him and just mess him up. This is crazy. So, but yeah, so like what I was saying was, I think they're saving some stuff with Kreese. Like, I would be shocked if we see Kreese fight in any footage. I think they might save it for the show because I think he's going to surprise some people. Like, I think that he's going to be strong. Because if you're going to put him and Silver on even standing in a fight with two katanas or whatever they want to do, I think they want to make it a good fight.
Right.
Ooh, that's an interesting thought. We think about the father, but what if Kim has a brother? Ooh,
yeah, that's kind of because like there's no way that Sensei Kim is the only one running her dojo. Because
I like the brother.
Wait, Joe.
Yeah,
Actually, that's a good point. What if Kim has a younger brother that's the same age as almost the same age as Robbie Miguel, and the final fight of the second attack is Robbie versus
that could be her male student.
I think the brother would be. I think the brother would be closer to like Johnny and Daniel's age. I don't think the brother would be a kid.
But Joe, if he was younger, I think he will fight Robbie as in the finals, and that's how it's going to go. If he was younger.
If Kim had a sibling that was going to be young enough to fight our main teen characters, I think that person would have came with Silver in season 5. I don't think they would have hid that character unless there's a reason for it.
No, because Joe, if you think about it, like who would Robbie fight if it was like a final? Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's the thing that we all
changes the game, right? This season, if you remember in season 5, Kim does not like, hey Karen, my day's going good. How's your day going? Kim that we saw when we saw Kim in season 5, she kept mocking Tori and Devin because she claimed that she had stronger students back in Korea.
Oh yeah, and like talking about like her students, like this is something I wanted to talk about from the beginning. I could imagine they're gonna not only are they gonna be very powerful, obviously, but they're gonna be highly trained killers. It's like it's not gonna be
what I think. Yeah. I gotta plug this into the charger real quick.
And Joe, let's not forget, Kim knows Robbie now because she saw him in season 5, episode 9 when Robbie was in the Cobra Kai dojo, and she will see him as a threat too. So I'm just saying, Joe.
He's chilling, relaxing.
I think she'll see Robbie as a threat, like Sam, because she saw Robbie in the dojo before. She knows how Robbie is. She knows that Robbie. She knows that Robbie and Tori are together. So I'm just saying, bro, Robbie needs to be careful.
Well, yeah, like I say, like Robbie and Tori are going to be in danger next season.
That's what I'm saying, man. Robbie, you need to be careful.
Because like I can definitely picture Sensei Kim, like if you know, like if she and Tori encounter each other again, like she's probably gonna find a way to hurt Tori even more by possibly hurting Robbie in front of her. What do you think?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like there's so many ways that it can go. Like so many ways. Like you could see Robbie getting jumped by so many Cobra Kai students. Like you could see that. That's what I'm saying. I want Robbie to be careful, man, because Sensei Kim could literally send a Cobra Kai student straight to Robbie's house and just go attack him.
Mm-hmm.
She's not afraid to
No.
She's not afraid to do that.
It's like I definitely don't see Sensei Kim coming after Miguel and Sam because like she doesn't.
Well, maybe Sam because Sam did fight her.
Well, she did hold her own against. Help her.
Like, here's the thing: Sam literally helped Tori against Sensei Kim, so I do see Kim may be going after Sam. Not Miguel though. I think Miguel's the safest one out of the four.
But like I don't see Sensei Kim like trying to go after like attack Sam, hurt Sam right away. But I'm thinking like she might try to compare herself to Sam. Like like we know Sam is kind of like the granddaughter figure of Mr. Miyagi. Then Sensei Kim is obviously the daughter of Kim
That's
Sun
what I'm
Yeon.
saying. They're so similar if you think about it. Like, but I think Miguel's the safest one out of the four.
Sorry about that. I have to get something for my.
It's okay, Joe. We're just talking about the whole like thing. Like, I think Miguel is the safest one because I don't think Kim even cares about Miguel, honestly.
All right, we got Carl.
But Robbie, you need to be careful, man. I'm worried for Robbie now. I'm so worried.
And speaking of Robbie, I have a very interesting theory that you might want to hear. Like, this is my very top theory.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like Sensei Kim, like her students and Miyagi thing, they're definitely gonna encounter each other before the Saikai Taikai, and I think like Sensei Kim's students are gonna somehow like lure them into a trap, and then possibly like we're gonna see like how like the clear gap between like her like the Miyagi things and her students. Like it's not like they're gonna get overpowered like during their first encounter.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they gotta really be careful, man.
And I can see like one of Sensei Kim's students, like, or Sensei Kim herself, ordering one of her students to hurt Robbie in front of Tori as a way to break her even more.
Let me take off.
Oh my god, that's another great point, because if that happens, man, Tori's gonna be upset.
Oh, she's like I can definitely picture something like this. Like, let's say like Sensei Kim will order one of her students to hold Robbie, then she will force Tori to punch Robbie like she did with a stone.
Yeah, it's gonna be some crazy stuff. Okay, Carl.
Of course, Tori's gonna refuse because like her love for Robbie is gonna be too strong.
I can see that. I can see that for sure.
But
yeah, we were just talking about some season 6 stuff. I mean,
yeah, I think that's good. Oh, okay, so that's pretty. Yeah, I like that. I think that's cool.
Here's the thing, Retchlad. I don't know, Retchlad. I don't know if that's gonna happen anymore after seeing the video. Because you saw Kenny at the Miyagi Dojo. I don't know if it's going to happen anymore.
I'm really curious about this. Like, I don't know if you've been following any of this stuff, but like, they've cast so many crazy like senseis for this tournament now, and I still have gone with my theory for a long time. And I'll mention I'm going to do a video about it tonight too. Tyrell. So we're getting senseis in this tournament. Like we all kind of come to that realization, right? Like you. Right. Like, when I mean we're getting senseis in this tournament, I mean senseis are competing in the second Taikai. Like, that's that there's going to be some event where they're going to fight each other. Like, that's right. I believe that's happening. I don't know if you believe that's happening, but I've said
I think it's going to happen. Like, there's going to be a bunch of adults competing in the tournament, so it wouldn't surprise me at all.
No, okay, sorry. I think it's right. It's all the way over there. Yeah. No. Yeah, I think that's definitely in the cards. Like. 100%.
Although with Kim and Julie, I think like the huge fight between them is going to happen in the final episode after the Saikai Taikai. Like, we're going to anticipate like a very bloody fight between the two.
You know who you are, and you have to tell me who you are, and you have to explain why you want to come up, because this is a structured, specific podcast. We can't have just anyone come up here. This is people that I'm all for new people coming up, but I got to know you. I got to feel the vibe. I got to change my background again. I'm not like that.
By the way, Joe, since you mentioned the senseis, I'm going to tell you guys which like dojos are going to fight. So we got Cobra Kai, Miyagi-Do. We also got a dojo from Brazil, Germany, Australia, South Korea, I think. And there's other dojos from other countries.
I'm excited about that sensei that's actually legitimate, like, ninjutsu, kickboxer.
That one sensei, right, Joe? That one sensei we were talking about?
I got to do a video about it. I saw that. I was like, dude, this dude sounds awesome.
I'm glad we're getting way more dojos, because that was my problem with the season 4 of Valley. My problem with the season 4 of Valley is that they were just focusing on Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai. They weren't focusing on other dojos.
The green screen disappeared.
Yeah, I turned it off because I was trying to find better lighting, but I'm going to try something different.
Yeah. Are you trying something different?
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide what's the best lighting. Because when I moved over, when I was out of the lighting from the regular thing, it just got, because I'm trying to charge my laptop, it got kind of, it didn't look as good. let's try something different. I know. Let's see about this one.
But the music person. But here's the thing, though. You turn on your mic though when you're playing the music. I don't know, man. Joe, I think you should start bringing on like people that you know more, because if you bring on random people,
that's what I'm kind of authenticating.
Because if you bring on random people and they're gonna troll on the stream, then you can't.
Who is this person? Is it Joshua or who's this person that is in the queue right now? I need to know who you are. Otherwise, I'm just gonna kick you off because you're.
Wait, what's his name? What's his name?
There's the music girl, the goat. Apparently.
Yeah, I'm talking about the other person. Yeah, that's in the thing.
Oh, there's another person. Okay, I was wondering.
Or are you talking about like?
Yeah, you're talking about someone else that joined the stream. I don't know who it is though.
Yeah, someone trying to get into the queue.
Yeah, you gotta tell Joe who you are, man, before he brings on.
We can't have random people in here. We're trying to do structured broadcasts. This is not how. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna kick them because they're not answering me, and until they. No, I understand, Retro Lad. You're good. Kicking him from studio. I don't know who he is, and he didn't explain himself. So I don't.
Oh yeah, Karate's going live tonight, and he did tell me about that.
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
Because like he canceled like his live on Tuesday that he does usually.
Yeah, he's doing it on Thursday instead because he was busy on Tuesday.
We're all gonna structure everything to be different. All right.
But yeah, Joe, I was gonna say about the All Valley. Like, I didn't like the season 4 All Valley because we only saw 2 dojos fighting. We didn't see other ones like mainly.
So before we left off with this nonsense people that were coming in, I wanted to talk about so Chose and I were researching this sensei that's going to be in the tournament. Tyrell.
Yeah.
They have a legit martial arts master in this tournament. They have a ninjutsu, elite kickboxer, not actor. He's an actor, but his record is he's known for being a straight up martial arts.
Yeah, of course, you're gonna see a whole bunch of martial artists in the tournament. Like you're gonna have people who's fast enough to dodge bullets.
Hey, I'm glad that Johnny's gonna actually get some competition. Mike's gonna get some competition. It can't just always be Cobra Kai. We need some other imposing threats.
Even Daniel.
Yeah.
Yo, Joe. Oh my God, Joe. Remember when I told you about the tornado kick? What if Daniel uses it on a Cobra Kai sensei or some sensei at the second time?
Oh, and he sends that sensei twirling to the ground like that would.
Yep. Imagine Johnny's reaction. Johnny's gonna say yes, LaRusso. That's what you were supposed to do.
He should say yes, LaRusso. That'd be great.
Similar to what he said to Sam in season 4.
Yep.
Yep.
That'd be awesome.
Daniel finally realized that Eagle Fang is not that bad anymore.
I just want to see Silver try and spinning hook kick Johnny, and then Johnny goes, and Silver's like, "You're over there. No, be there."
Right.
That's still the best. Was it season 4? It's like, "Way to assert your dominance, LaRusso. Where were you? No, be there." No, be there.
That'll be hilarious though if Johnny does that and then Daniel comes in out of nowhere and he says, and then Johnny's like, "Where were you, LaRusso?" And Daniel is like, "No, be there."
You know what would be hilarious if Johnny came in and tornado kicked Silver when he was drunk and be like, "Strong wind equals strong sock."
You know what? I could see that Retro. Maybe he's a sensei for the second Tekken.
That'd be cool. I mean, they're bringing everyone in for this tournament. It could happen.
Oh, yeah, maybe he's a sensei for one of the dojos.
I like this crew. I think we're going to keep this crew. I think this is going to be the main new crew we're going to pick a day. Does Thursdays work for everyone?
Absolutely.
Strike? All right, so is this a good time or should we do a different time?
I think Thursday because I usually don't have a whole lot going on Thursdays.
This time at night, this time zone works.
Yeah, this time zone is perfect, Joel. For me, it's perfect.
Yeah,
right.
Perfect. We'll stick
me as well.
So every Thursday, we will try to do Strike First podcast. It's coming back, and this is going to be the main lineup. We can add other people, but for now, this is the big three, the main three.
Hey Joe, like I have an
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
When we get back into like this podcast kind of thing,
Yeah.
how would you be down like to do like since while we're waiting for like the release of season 6, maybe we can like work on some kind of I guess project like where we come up with some scripts for each episode, like how it's gonna go down.
Let's just to see and it'll be curious to see in the show. We should starting next week, even without any information. Let's write episode 1 next week, and then every stream we'll just write a new episode.
That's a good
Yes,
idea.
that's what I was about to suggest to you. Like as soon as I came in, like that's something I really wanted to bring up because like
that's a great idea. Actually, I would love to.
Well, I don't know if you know this yet, but speaking of projects, I don't know if you followed it on my channel or not, but I am in the middle with 2 of my friends of I'm making a sequel, like as a movie. I'm making a Cobra Kai future continuation project. So
really,
I have a project I created called Cobra Empire, and so I'm working on shooting a movie right now, which is something I came up with during the writer's strike. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah,
that's actually a good idea.
Yeah, I like it. I think that's a great idea. I think we'll definitely stick that. I like this. I like the banter. I like stuff. This is working really nice. Okay, so Loki, Valley, Karate Club. Joe, may I
so
join?
When we do start running some episodes, do you know what episode I really want to write? I would really love to write, like Kim's like Miyagi Fang's first encounter with her students, because I have a brilliant idea about that.
Trevor and I will be ready.
I may have talked about this earlier in the stream, but that's something I really want to write.
There's another idea we could do while we wait for season 6. We can do a watch party for all 5 seasons while we wait for season 6.
We will do that. We can do that. I'd be down for that. Let me. Okay, so Joshua says I want to join the stream and talk Cobra Kai predictions. Joshua, have you before you come up, have you been subscribed to the channel and have you liked the stream first? We'll start with. I want to make sure I can trust you first. So we're gonna give you a chance. No, don't play any music, and you actually have to engage with the stream. Ask questions. When it's your turn to speak, say your piece. But we got to make sure that you're actually going to talk, because every time I bring someone up here, they don't talk. I need to make sure that you talk. Oh, you sub? Okay. We'll get you up here.
Yeah, because Joe gotta be careful now, because these trolls can come out anytime.
I don't like these people just popping up all the time after what we dealt with already.
You're supposed to be monetized too.
Yeah, which is why I got to be more selective now. It's not about how many; it's about the right people.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna get that. All right, that's for you, Joshua. You think this one's a bot account, Retroland? We'll give it a test.
I don't blame you, Retro. I don't blame you for saying that.
You're okay to do that. I've sent the link. No subs on there. Okay. Well, they also might not just make content too. So you sometimes you don't know. You can't judge too easily, because there are people that go on YouTube and just watch YouTube, and they might not subscribe to people. So
let's just wait and see.
I'm gonna test it. Some pretty bad ambulance stuff going on. It was good. So this one was kind of thrown together last minute, but next week. Oh, here we go. All right, let's try this. Hey, Joshua. This one was kind of thrown together last minute, but
how you doing?
What's going on, man? How are you?
I'm doing great.
Cool. Well, welcome up, Joshua. So I'm sure you know who I am. This is you got.
Yeah, I love your content. I love your
thanks,
content.
man. I appreciate you. Yeah. I appreciate you. Yeah, it makes you. I totally get it. When you create 100 accounts, you got to be careful. So I get that. So, yeah, we're just chatting up here. So it's all good. It's good. We just have to be really careful. We've had some people come up and just
I understand.
Make a billion accounts. So we're just like we're chill with people, but we just we got to be careful. Got to be cautious.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's cool. You sounded cool. So I was like, all right, man. It's all good. So yeah. So Joshua,
how's your day going, Joe?
What did you say, Joshua?
How's your day going?
My day's going good. How's your day going?
It was great.
He sounds like my dad.
Your dad.
I don't think he can be. I mean, they don't let him have YouTube.
You know how he personally asked?
Yeah. That's all good. I appreciate you you asking. It's nice to see you take the care. See, we got Tyrell here. We got Chosen here. So Joshua, how long I thought he was Chosen then? Really, Retro Lad? Yeah, Chosen has a habit of doing that. Do you have a favorite type of so what are your favorite type of videos that I do, Joshua?
I like your Binary Brothers podcast from before.
You like my original Cobra Kai one? Yeah. So this was just kind of a test to see if we could get a good group together. And we're gonna go back to the Strike First podcast next week. So it's gonna be
That's awesome.
We'll try to do every Thursday, we'll try to get together. So it'll be awesome. Mm-hmm. And next time I didn't have enough time to put it together because my computer was being awful, but Ella's usually really good at helping me send the right links, and she helps me create my thumbnails a lot. My fiance. We'll make sure we get next week. We'll get a cool thumbnail with all three of us since we're the main hosts. We'll get a yes, you did, Retro Lad. We're just waiting for you to be on the podcast next time, but I know the timing doesn't always work out for you. So we'll get some. I have some photos of you guys, so we'll. I might need to get another photo of Chosen because I think I only have the one. I don't know what I do with it.
A photo of them with their shoulders.
Yeah.
In the full shot.
Yeah.
I can kind of like snip them out in a sticker.
Yeah.
On a background.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, a photo with like you guys is like with your shoulders, and so we can get you on my sticker and make a cool background would be awesome.
Like a background of actually us in the thumbnail.
Yeah, it'll be us just kind of showing, because this is gonna be our main thing. We want this to feel like our podcast, and we want it to make it cool.
If you guys have seen his recent thumbnails on his videos, you know how I kind of like crop him into the photos?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that is true.
She's been my originated. She's the best at making my thumbnails. Like she is literally so cool.
Yeah, I like your thumbnails. Your thumbnails are great.
Yeah,
great thumbnails.
Yeah, she makes
especially this one. This one was pretty cool. It's probably the best I've seen.
A secret. This one I made all by myself. So this one I was just like, oh, I got to get a good prediction one. This will be cool. I like this one. Oh, who's this? Cobra Kai. Is this Underground? Which one is this? I think it looks like Underground's picture. Hello.
Yo, what's up, Underground?
Yo, what's up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Yo.
I was good at Photoshop ages ago. Been a while. I get it. Wow, we're getting a good vibe here. That's nice. Good vibes. This is cool.
I'm good.
Yeah, you play video games?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I used to, like, back when I was younger, but I kind of stepped away from it.
We often like to play Fortnite as a group, like a lot of us. Like we get together and play Fortnite and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Joe loves to beat me in Fortnite most time and going.
Yeah, he's asking for it.
Like from what I remember,
Fortnite's pretty good.
Remember, like when I play video games, I'm highly competitive.
That's why we play as a team, man. What's fun about Fortnite is we're a team. We squad up and we take them out.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's gonna be interesting because I'm gonna have to jump right from this podcast to another one, which is gonna be crazy. It's a big claw. Let's see, Ella was showing me something.
I don't know about that, Retchline. I strongly disagree with that,
Retchline. That's cool.
I strongly disagree with
that. You're pretty good, Retro Lad.
You're not bad, but I don't think you're the best player I know so far. I think the best player I know is Karate.
Karate's definitely the best. I think Karate.
Bro, he literally beat me. Like, bro, this guy literally went off at me, bro. I was like, bro.
I've seen you. Chosen. I snap you.
It's true, Retchline. But Retchline, you're I think you're top three. Top three, I think. I think you, Karate, and it's either Joe or Trevor.
Oh, dude, I've become I'm like fucking crosshairs at that shit. If for you guys that watch Bad Batch, like I have become the most elite sniper that there has ever been now. Like it is just, I've even gotten good where like I'm starting to get really good at no scoping, which is kind of nuts.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, like when I went through your podcast, is it true that you're an actual martial artist yourself?
That is correct. So I can explain my background if you would like.
Joe, what color belt are you?
So I have a red belt in karate, and I have my certification in. Have you guys heard of Krav Maga?
Yeah,
Oh,
not
yeah.
yet.
So I am certified to basically, when it comes to gun and knife disarms, I teach classes on like actually helping people like how to like defend against like actual on the street threats.
Oh, damn! I didn't know that.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm
That's
legit.
nice.
I'm like the like. I'm like probably in my 30s, even though I'm a little younger than Johnny. I can do some mad wild stuff. Like I like one of my favorite pieces of content to make people when I just have free time. I love making like little like shorts of just showing my martial arts skills. And I love my friend Trevor, who you'll meet in my other podcast tonight. Trevor did some MMA classes for a while. So me and Trevor love to beat the snot of each other. And one of the coolest things is we'll be fighting in our movie and over the summer. So tonight I'm gonna be ordering my Wolverine suit for Deadpool and Wolverine, and we're gonna be facing off, recreating our own Deadpool and Wolverine showdown. So claws on katanas is gonna be awesome. So I'll probably be the one Wolverine that you've ever seen with the highest kicks, because I'm not short like the comics Wolverine, but I'll be slicing up and kicking high for sure.
How many years have you done karate? Or
I mean,
I should say martial arts.
I think he's learned many different martial arts in the comics. I just don't think the movies have utilized him. They're just like, oh yeah, he got the claws. He's good. I think they just look at just the claws. But if I remember correctly, when he spent his time in Japan, I think he learned a couple other martial arts. But no, I'm very passionate about my martial arts. Like I took that very seriously. And
also, for those who are wondering, I used to do Taekwondo.
Yeah, Chosen used to do Taekwondo.
I'm a black belt, by the way. For those who are wondering, I'm a black belt. Yeah.
You just gotta practice. Stay the best. You're the best boxer in here. When did you box, Retrolad? How long ago?
You want to know something crazy, by the way?
Yeah.
I think I started Taekwondo probably in, I don't remember actually. I think it was 2015 or 2016. It was a while ago actually, when I was younger.
That's a while.
Yeah, and I think I got my black belt in 2021. I think I don't remember. I'm gonna check. It was definitely before COVID. I think.
Was the test for Taekwondo crazy?
Yes, bro. Especially the black belt test. Yo, I had to go all in on the black belt test, bro. Trust me, Joe.
Bloody hell! I did it when I was five till I was 18. That's crazy.
That's the thing, Retro. For me, I think I started when I was like 9 or 10, and I got my black belt when I was like 16, 17.
Do you remember how to do a 540? Like if someone said do a 540 right now, could you do a 540?
I don't remember. I don't
like
remember.
540, that's like Scott Atkins, I would say like Boyka kicks, Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat, that's like a 540 like type.
Oh, underground.
The Tigger Sims, the Black.
You know what underground you're asking for? That's it. You're asking for underground. Hold on. No. Yep. Let's go to this one.
Cool.
Let's go.
Tyrell, have you ever had any martial arts experience?
No, not really. Like if I were to go back and do it all over again, I feel like that would have been a wonderful hobby for me to actually learn, actually practice.
What about the hook kick?
I know you're messing with me.
What about the hook kick, Retro Lad?
Here's the thing. Do you guys want to know what kick I'm really good at in terms of all the kicks I've done? I think the best kick I've done, like it's where I can really do well, is the side kick. I think that's the best one.
Well, yeah, the side kick is one of the most powerful ones. If you can do it well, it's good. If you can do it well, I can set this on the chair. Give me a second. Yeah, give me 1 second, guys. I just am going to set this laptop over here for a minute. I got a 540. Yeah, so there's 540 hook kicks, and there's also 540 round kicks, and there's 540 side kicks. If you want to look at like the best example of 540s, look at the live action Last Airbender show, because Zuko in there has all the 540 kicks. Or watch Boyka. That's another.
Let's go for this one. Let's go for the
No mercy.
No.
Yep, we're gonna go for this one, guys.
I like it.
Joe.
That's nice.
Now, like, if
I don't know if you
wanna-
guys noticed, but Joe. Oh, never mind. You know, Joe actually. Joe's favorite character is actually Cecile from The Flash. I don't know. Never mind, never mind.
Chosen, you're gonna ask. I'm gonna get off because I'm eating dinner right now. All right, Underground. Are you gonna play Fortnite later? Because I think me and Trevor will probably be on Fortnite for the next podcast. I think we said for Dawn of DC we're gonna play games and have the stream open. So, petition Scott Adkins as Batman, dude. It'd be awesome to have him as Batman. I'd rather have him as Deathstroke though, man. I want him wrecking Batman's shit. Like, plus, okay. Here's some homework for you guys. Okay, especially on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna watch a movie, I don't know. Do you have Amazon Prime, Tyrell?
Well, I haven't been subscribed to Prime for quite a while, so
Okay, you haven't. Okay, I wonder if it's streaming anywhere else. Gotta find yourself to get a hold of this Scott Adkins movie, Ninja 2. I reviewed it on my
Is that what it's
channel.
called?
One of the
Joe?
best movies ever.
I have
Is that what
another.
it's-
I have another character he could play. Scott Adkins. I think I have another character he could play.
All right.
What if he plays?
Wildcat. I want to see Wildcat. I think it'd be cool.
Joe, what if he plays the DCU Prometheus?
Ooh, dude, don't get me excited.
Bro, imagine this guy just playing Prometheus. Oh my, no.
Yeah.
He will be way better than the Prometheus from Arrow, honestly.
Just because he'd be a legit threat. I mean, I think
Like,
Josh Segarra is awesome, but I think he would crush it. Ninja
Like-
1 is Bruce Wayne in training. That's true. That's true. You could definitely, you could definitely get that Bruce Wayne vibe. Like they wanted to get him for Batman, he could do it. I'm not against it. I just like Scott Adkins playing villains, so I'd like to see him be Deathstroke. I think you just crush it.
Either Prometheus, Deathstroke, or maybe even Dark Archery, honestly. He could play Dark Archery.
He could play a good Dark Archer too. I'd like Dark Archer. You gotta give it Dark
Yo,
Archer. vibe
oh
in
my
it.
god, Joe. What if it's him as Dark Archery and Steve Amell as Green Arrow fighting each other?
Dude, I gotta unsubscribe to everything Marvel at that point. If you do that, I can't enjoy anything in the MCU anymore because then I'm automatically Team DC. Like for me, oh dude, see that would be the thing. If they could put that money towards getting Scott Adkins, dude, imagine Scott Adkins shows up as one of the senseis of the Sekai Taikai. That'd be awesome.
Like, bro, Scott Adkins as Malcolm Merlin, Dark Archery against Green Arrow.
You know what I
Steve Amell?
wanted? It's too bad he passed away. You know what I would have loved to see, considering they did a toy collab with the two universes.
Yeah.
I wish Jason David Frank would have made it to Cobra Kai season 6.
Oh, that would
Can you
be cool.
imagine the Green Ranger in a green gi of his own dojo squaring up against Johnny and Daniel? Oh my god.
Maybe the Green Dojo is Brazil and he's the Brazil sensei.
Oh, yeah.
Like
I mean, they wouldn't have filmed anything with him before he passed because unfortunately it was some time ago. But
Man,
It
imagine
would've been
that,
cool.
bro.
he was a legend. It would have been awesome. I would have loved it.
There's another villain that he could play, Scott Adkins. I had to find the villain though. Hold on.
You trying to think of his name?
Yeah, I gotta find the name. Hold on. I don't know if it would be a good character though. I gotta check.
Dude, be on. I'm all down for anything Scott Adkins, man. Scott Adkins is the goat.
Do you think he could play a good Hush?
He could be good, Hush.
And another
I don't know if he would do that though, because he's gonna want something that's gonna really flex his martial art talents. So, and I don't know if Hush usually likes guns. I don't know what his.
What is
hand-to-hand-
the one Batman villain that loves using kicks and stuff? I don't know. I gotta check.
There's quite a few. You got
Who's
Deathstroke.
Doctor Death? Who's Doctor Death? I just looked at this
Oh,
guy.
did you look him up? I'm not familiar with Dr. Death.
So apparently he was the very first Batman villain to face in the comics. Apparently, during the golden age of comics. I don't know who he is.
Really? We got a season 2 teaser of Adventures of Really? Season 2 tease today? When is it coming out? That's something we might have to watch on the Dawn of DC podcast. I loved season 1. Oh, Retro Lad. I gotta move my chair back for a second because just to show you guys how. Let me take this off for a second. Just to show you how serious I am about my martial arts stuff. I saw you mention something about the hook kick earlier, Retro Lab, when you were talking about the 540s. I got to show you this. No release date yet, but they said there's a teaser. Is it like a trailer or what kind of teaser is it?
Joe,
So, yeah.
when can we expect the teaser of Cobra Kai season 6?
I think we'll get a teaser I'm hoping May 15th. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think we'll be our first
Yeah,
teaser.
That's what they said.
Yep, that's gonna be the first teaser. Now this a teaser can come in many forms. It could be a character reveal. It could be an actual teaser of the first piece of footage because they've been filming for a while now. They have enough to give us a little taste.
Yeah, they've been
Like,
filming a while.
I think they can give us a little taste. I think we'll get a teaser.
Because like we're about
And-
halfway through production for season
And like
6.
our
Like we're
friend
3
Kevin
months into
said,
filming right
You
now.
better believe it. Unlike any other content out there, when anything Cobra Kai comes out, I am on that shit like white on rice. Like day one, when it's out, I'm there.
Joe, I have this another. I have this.
Oh, you linked the trailer
Yeah,
for the retro lad? Okay, I'll check
casting.
it out. Yeah. Were you gonna say Chosen or was it Joshua? You had something
I have
to say?
another casting, guys. I don't know this. Let me see. Oh, I'm gonna say something. I have another idea, Joe. Would you like it though? I don't know if you liked it though.
What if I can do a hook kick in jeans? I've done it before. He can talk. Go ahead, Chosen.
So you know how we might get like variants in the MCU and all that stuff.
Yep.
Now, Joe, don't go all crazy, okay? But what if there's a variant, a Punisher, and Scott Adkins plays the Punisher?
That'd be crazy. I could see that. That'd be cool.
Like, bro, I don't know why, but that idea I just came up with, like, I could see it. Like, I think out of all like the characters you could play,
Don't forget Superman Day to
is
Day.
Slade Wilson. I think Slade Wilson is the one I like.
I did notice that. I did notice that Retro Lad. Retro Lad, do you want to see that hook kick that you talked about? You were saying something about that. You mentioned the hook kick in the chat. I can show you a hook kick. Find a piece. Get space. Okay, so yeah, I did see that. So if you guys want to see a hook kick,
Yeah.
just because someone mentioned it, is the cord going to reach? I think it will reach. I'm gonna move it. Oh, move it. There. All right. So if you want to see the, okay, I gotta move this. Sorry, guys. See, that's hard to stand up with this laptop.
I
Oh,
know.
no, there you go. That's more of a
Oh,
hook kick.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
it's
nice.
really good. So doing a spinning one would be tougher, but I won't hurt myself, dude. I got great balance.
Yeah.
I
I
just was
noticed-
trying. So what I did is I looped it around. So I kind of did what they do in the UFC where I faked it. So first what I did, because I needed to see, it's not as easy to kick in jeans if you haven't done it before, but I did it all the time.
Right.
So I started doing what I did was I started with a wheel kick to kind of just get the motion back because I hadn't done it in a while. And then I transitioned to a hook kick. So to explain the mechanics of the hook kick is basically a side kick, but instead of being flat-footed and going like straight towards your target, it's looping around. So it's basically like it's like a round kick, but you know how a round kick goes like kind of an elbow almost outward like this way? The hook kick is like going around like a hook. So it's
Spin
really
kick.
Yeah, and you can do it. Van Damme kick is hard. Oh, I'm not doing the helicopter kick, man. I'd have to train too hard for that. I got some other good tricks, but the helicopter kick is not one I've mastered yet. I got to get my flexibility a little crazy before I can master Van Damme.
Yeah. Like I gotta admit, like, you know, that back kick, that kind of like that back kick Chosen did to one of the senseis. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
he's pretty flexible.
Chosen has great moves, man. I love his moves. I think the back kick is sick. All right, I'll move that mic back. Yeah, Chosen's got some good stuff. I don't have enough space in my apartment to. Otherwise, I'd show you my tornado kick. One of these days, I'll have to do a YouTube short showing you the tornado kick because I love the tornado. Probably my two favorite spinning jumping kicks are my jump crescent and my tornado kick are probably my two favorites. Imagine if Van Damme came in. Dude, if they could pull off a Van Damme came in, that'd be what? Well, they could because in season 4, they were watching that blood sport at the drive-in.
That is true. They were watching it.
I bet you Johnny's a Van Damme fan. I bet you Johnny sees Van Damme, he's going to light up like Christmas. That'd be awesome. Van Damme. Imagine he sees Van Damme as the father he never had. He's like, this is a badass. Talking to Miguel and Robinson. This is my father over here. Van Damme. Oh, dude. That'd be cool. Yeah, I like that, dude. Jean-Claude Van Damme is sick. Yeah, that's cool. You know, there's like, it's cool when it comes to like there's different cool kicks you can do. Like the crescent's good. Anything with spinning is fun. I can do a spinning hook kick, but with spinning kicks, I have to do them outside because there's just not enough space in here to do a lot of my spinning kicks. I do like when Robbie and Miguel were fighting.
You were fighting in jeans.
Yep, they're fighting in jeans. And one of the other things that I can actually do that Miguel, I think it was Robbie did it in his combo. You ever seen a spinning wheel kick?
I think so. Like, are you talking about like this one kick where he kind of goes into the air, then he tripped Miguel?
Yep. So there's a spinning. The most funny scene is when Johnny sees the internet. Yeah, oh, totally. Yeah,
that scene was hilarious.
Yeah, there's literally a the mechanics are basically like a corkscrew. You go around, and then you're kicking with your opposite leg. There's also pretty good switch kicks. Like depending on what martial arts you're going through, you're gonna learn different things. I think what's really great about like karate's got a lot of great techniques, but then Krav Maga has like the fundamentals of all the different arts. You learn different things. Like you focus on elbows, knees, hand strikes, more boxing style like MMA stuff, and then like combinations. But then also like a lot of kicking techniques as well. So it's really nice. It all works out. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to make some videos. I'm excited for Dawn and DC. This is going to work out. This is a good group. Got some good people here. It's pretty awesome. My fiance is working on setting up a new thing for my YouTube background where she's making I got a Vader Lego bust, and it's going to be on my background. What if
Joe? What is your favorite Johnny line?
Oh, my favorite Johnny line? Oh, I'll answer that in a second. What if the goons from Karate Kid 3 in the last season who was with Mike? Yeah, I think we're going to see them because before you came into the stream, Retrolad, I talked about that the stunt devil for Dennis, who was a karate master, who was one of Silver's right hands, is going to be in season 6. I have a Dennis video in the pipeline for sure. To answer Joshua, you asked me my favorite Johnny line?
Yeah.
So I have 2 that come to mind, and they're from my favorite season of the show, which is actually surprisingly the most recent season. I know not everyone loves season 5, but I love season 5. For me, my 2 favorites are 3 stars because the car smells like beer. It's because there is beer, asshole.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
No, I like
But
that.
I think the one that I can never get tired of, and me and my friends quote all the time, is on my 30th birthday. My friend got me. We could in the vending machines. We could win like White Claws, and you go and pick like. Oh, it's you that got me. Okay, sorry, honey. My memory's a little fuzzy. But my fiance got it for me, and so you just drinking the White Claw. And my friend was trying to practice teaching my friend choreography and stuff. We were training for one of the movies, and my friend was trying to hit me. And I was like, "You think you can hurt me? I'm running on whiskey and White Claw, baby."
And then Johnny's like when Hyung Woo hit Johnny, it's like he's like, "Ooh, that hurts." I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah. Oh, that's great. I love Johnny, man. Johnny's my spirit animal. I love Johnny so much.
It's like he says he can't get hurt, but like he says,
And of
"Ow,
course,
that hurts."
I will always love, even though we're not going to see very much of Eagle Fang, I will always love we bite first. And then Daniel's like, we don't strike first. We strike. My funny line is Tweedle's Tweedledum. Yeah.
I have a favorite line. I have a favorite line that people never talked about yet. Mine is, "We're not here to learn a lesson. We're here to teach you."
We're not here to take a lesson. We're here to teach you one.
That one's my favorite one from Johnny. I love that line.
I wish the trailer wouldn't have spoiled that line because that was so perfect in that episode. I've been waiting for that team up to happen, and when it happened, it was great.
Chosen and Johnny.
Yeah, Chosen and Johnny. That team just is awesome.
Speaking about that scene, like it kind of goes back to what we're talking about earlier in the stream, like about Kim. Like, is that the reason why Sensei Kim kind of knew Chosen from somewhere?
Yeah, probably.
Because like she knows him like since Sato and Kim Sun Young were like bitter enemies. Like she probably knows Chosen because of.
Where do you think Joy's going to be on the totem pole of senseis at this point when we see her come in? Where do you think she's at on the level? Because you got Chosen super high up here. Daniel and Johnny kind of balance each other out at this stage.
Well, I would say Julie would probably be like either on the same level as Daniel or probably just slightly below since Daniel knows the pressure points.
I think that even though he knows the pressure points, I'm going to say something wild, okay? So I think because here's the thing. Daniel went to do Larissa Auto and do his cardio ship, so he stopped doing karate for a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing.
One thing you'll know about a martial artist from someone who actually is a martial artist, the people that don't stop training are the masters.
Yep.
And I don't think Julie stopped training. So
You know what, Joe? You know where I think she is right now?
I think she's still in the monastery. I think we're going to find her in a monastery. I think she's been training. Like, I think when Mr. Miyagi died, she just became instantly amazing.
I think, you know what, where she is right now? I think she's in the same level. Surprisingly, I'm going to say she's the same level as Chosen, honestly. I
think those are the only two that are probably matched. I think those two.
However, the thing is, just like with Daniel, Mr. Miyagi did not teach Julie everything. And Chosen revealed that to Daniel.
Are we sure about that, though? We never saw. Here's the thing: we never saw what happened after the next Karate Kid. Are we sure about that?
Those monks were teaching. We're teaching her some good tricks. So I think she probably has other techniques that aren't that beyond.
Here's the thing, though, guys. Here's the thing you're forgetting. We never really saw what happened after the next Karate Kid. We never saw.
Yeah,
right.
True.
We never saw what happened with Julie, so maybe she's way better now than she was in the next Karate Kid.
She's been still training. She's going to improve everything she taught and learn from other people.
Like,
so I think that could be what happened. Is she's probably just been training nonstop.
Because I do know that Julie has the ability to fight with despite being whenever she's blind. Like Daniel never learned that, whereas Julie.
Maybe she'll teach. No, Joe. Imagine she teaches that to Johnny.
That'd be awesome.
Ooh, that'd be great.
Johnny just fighting blind. Oh, yo.
We know Johnny did try to teach like Mitch and his students in season 4 how to fight blind, like throwing sand in their eyes. It's
but imagine if Johnny fights blind against Silver, and Johnny does a good job.
Well, yeah, if Silver tries to do the Quicksilver method, and he's like, "My man can't see," and he just throws sand in his eye, just like, "Oh, you can't see me."
but yeah, Julie being able to fight blind like that would really come in handy for the students.
I think the people should
because I feel like we got so little of her. I'm really curious to see, like, one thing why I'm so interested in the fight between Julie and Kim, because there's no other real adult female fighters. I really need to know what Kim's capable of, because we really didn't get a good taste.
Right. She was definitely holding back against Sam, Tori, and Devin, like 100%.
She would have killed them. They would have died.
But I mean, like Miguel, even Miguel and Robbie, they would lose one-on-one with her.
Here's the thing, though. I was gonna add on to the Julie Pierce thing real quick.
Bloodsport.
Like someone, I think it was you, Joe, who mentioned she would teach it to the students. Here's the thing. I think the people that she really need to teach it to is Daniel, Sam, Tori, maybe even Miguel and Robbie. Like,
you know what's gonna be surprising? You know who I think is gonna learn some crazy techniques this season, especially after being nerfed last season?
Yeah.
Either Julie, Chosen, or Mike are gonna go to Hawk and be like, "Look, that little bitch made you look like a pussy. You're gonna come in there and you're gonna fuck his shit up, dude."
I think out of all the three, Joe, I think it'll be Mike Barnes.
Mike's gonna be like, "You're not gonna take it like a little bitch. You're gonna kick the living shit out of him."
Hawk is gonna be like, "Hell yeah!" And Hawk just goes in the
Mike.
Yo, Joe.
I feel like Hawk and Mike would be best friends.
Yo, Joe, I had this scene idea for the second attack. Imagine he says it to Hawk, and Hawk's like, "Hell yeah!" And he goes on the mat, and you hear the Hawk squeaking noise.
Mike would be a good sensei for Hawk.
Yeah, I think Mike Barnes will like Hawk as a student, though. I think he'll put him as number one.
He'll love Hawk, because Hawk will do exactly. Because Mike will do exactly what Hawk wants. So it's just
I can definitely see, like a mentorship with Robbie and Johnny, like something we want to see. And then like with Sam and Tori, it'll be Chosen and Julie, who will kind of be like their main mentors.
I think you know what?
That would be interesting, Underground, if they could pull off that.
I had this idea, and actually, a huge shout out to Melissa, because I think she's the one who came up with this. I think, Joe, I don't know if you remember, but I think out of all like the figures that will really believe in Sam, I think out of all of them, it's gonna be Chosen. Chosen will be the one to believe Sam. Out of all of them.
Are you talking about like for example, like
What if Sam tells Daniel, "Oh, Cobra Kai is back," and Daniel doesn't believe her, but she tells Chosen, Chosen actually believes.
Cry Wolf situation where he won't believe. That's true.
I think Chosen will be the one to believe her.
I think Chosen's gonna definitely be. I think if you're gonna link up senseis with any of the students, I think Chosen and Tori are gonna be the two that come together. Because I think Tori's gonna look at Miyagi-Do and go, "It's all defense. That's all she knows." And then I think she's gonna see from Chosen that it's not everything is what it seems.
Right.
I want to see Julie Pierce and Tori. That's the thing I want to see because Julie Pierce can teach Tori a lot of things.
Yeah, it definitely could. I mean, it just depends how much we're gonna get of Julie and what they want to use her for. I mean, obviously she's coming into. I know it sucks. Retro Lad, hey, Melissa, what's going on?
The moment I mention Melissa, she comes on.
Melissa, I am getting you a link right now. You are not staying in the chat. You are coming up. That's not.
She has a lot of great theories. Like I've seen her everywhere.
I think you heard her theories before, right? You heard.
I like your idea, Ground. That's awesome. Let's see. Do I have one more spot available?
Like, I like that one theory.
I love that theory. I think that's fantastic.
Like you're talking about like the start of season 6, where everyone is kind of laid back kind of thing.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think anyone's I think here's the thing though, Joe. Mm-hmm. You know how everyone's gonna celebrate and say, "Oh, Cobra Kai is gone." I think out of all of them, the one person that's gonna be really cocky about that is Hawk. I think Hawk will be the more cocky one about Cobra Kai being gone.
We need Vader, Retro Lad. I agree. I haven't watched the new episode. There's Melissa.
Hey, Bonsai.
Bonsai.
Yeah. So I think a lot. We got some big news today.
Yeah, I know. We're excited. We were talking about what we think we might get on May 15th.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah,
Carl. I could definitely see that
all night tonight because I got like 4 Cobra Kai videos dropping tonight. So
yeah,
a long night for me.
I would like. Yeah, I think that is possible, Carl. I think we could get a flashback of maybe Kim and Sato and seeing how their rivalry kind of got started.
That's what we were talking about.
Play out.
Yeah, we're talking about there's gonna be some pretty crazy flashback stuff. Good night, Retro Lad. Thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah, I could definitely see him disrespecting Miyagi-Do, and that's not going to set right for Chosen. As much as he hated Miyagi at that point, he would not tolerate that. Like he at least had respect for his sensei.
Well, I could definitely see Kreese maybe insulting Miyagi-Do in front of Chosen, and Chosen is not gonna put up with that crap.
Chosen's not gonna let that fly.
Yeah, definitely not.
I could tell you this much too. They're all going to be in a false sense of security.
Yep.
All of them. They're going to think Cobra Kai is gone.
See, that's where I'm coming in out swinging with my other new video I'm working on, Melissa, is the fact that I'm going to finally be talking into more details about what you and I discussed about Kim's father potentially coming into the mix.
Yeah.
And I just think that everyone's going to be blindsided because like even if you did say Hector was like causing problems just to deal with like Miguel and Robbie, and that could cause a little little incident or whatever. I think the blindside whole situation is like, so Silver, that's going to get Daniel and everyone else in Miyagi-Do blindside because they think they won. They think Silver's gone. They think they won. But if this guy comes out and this guy is just ruthless, it's going to throw them off so bad.
He's going to be worse than Silver.
It's like Silver. It's like I don't think he's going to be final boss. Obviously, it has to be someone way tougher than Silver.
I kind of disagree with you on that. I think Silver is going to be I think Silver is definitely going to be final boss because now he's got nothing left to lose. So now he's going to be.
I don't know. Here's the thing, though. I want to really mention it. Yes, he could be the final boss, but to me. Personally, I think he was the final boss in season 5. To me, personally.
Yeah, I agree.
Because he got defeated in season 5. He was like the main villain in season
6.
But I don't think he'll be the main villain in season 6. So I think it's gonna be Kreese or Sensei Kim or something.
I don't think Kreese.
I want a little break from Silver. I want a little break from him because you already got him.
I don't know.
I think Silver I think Silver's purpose is gonna be different. Like I think Silver is gonna come out in like a final boss way, but I think the whole feeling of it is going to be like Silver will play a massive role and he will be a threat. But I think when this new threat emerges, that's going to be the thing that it's going to be like Silver will always be a threat. Silver will always be taken as a threat. But I think if this is Silver's, so you look at the lineage, right? Silver and Kreese, they trained under Sensei. If they trained under Kim Soo Young, if this is Kim Da-eun's father, then his teachings are going to excel over Silver and Kreese.
Oh yeah.
Wait, Joe, I had this idea.
Possible,
Oh my God, Joe, you just gave me an idea. You know,
but I think that's possible. And like I said, and I said this to you before, I now can see a possibility where Miyagi-Do gets burned down while they're at the Sekai Tekai.
Yep.
Oh, Joe, I have an insane theory.
Go ahead, John.
Like at the end of part 1.
What if Silver starts a prison riot?
I think that will happen. I have a Silver.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
I don't know if they'll do that again, though. They did it. They kind of did it with Kreese, so I don't know if they'll do it again.
With Kreese, they didn't, because they had the whole flashback thing. They want to show Silver, if he's going to come out of, if they want to. So let's say I buy into your thing, Melissa. With let's say we did have Silver as final boss. You want Silver to have nothing to lose. You want to take a Silver that we need to go. I love Silver in season 5. I love Silver in season 4. We have not seen the strongest, most ruthless Silver yet.
And that's what I think we're going to get in season 6.
Yeah, and I think the way that you get to that is you show Silver do something that he can't do to the main cast of characters, which is Silver has been able to get away with so much and barely get a slap.
I don't even think he's going to even go to jail. Honestly, I don't
either.
Yeah, Joe, I had this idea. Joe, you want to picture this idea? I had this idea in my head. Like, imagine you see Silver just coming out of the prison with all the other prisoners, and he goes into the streets with the prisoners. He's like, "Hey, Danny boy, look who I got! I got a whole army."
That would be bad if you could pull that.
That would be funny though. Like, just
so I think what to your point, Melissa, the only way that I think, like, in terms of like, I think Silver could be cleared of his charges, but I think the crazy thing is, and I was telling the guys this earlier, I think Silver wants to be in prison because I think he wants to operate from the shadows, and I think that's the way to do it. Like,
I definitely think he's going to do that.
Yeah,
that's why I think when they're away at the Sekai Tekai, that's when he's going to strike Miyagi-Do.
Joe, I had this idea though,
and we know thanks to the stunt doubles, we know Dennis is coming into this season.
Here's the thing though. I just wanted to say something real quick. Sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead, Chosen.
So you know how you were mentioning about the whole Master Kim thing? What if, you know how you said Silver wanted to be in prison? What if this whole time, the reason why Silver wanted to be defeated because he knew Master Kim was going to come back, like the father, he was going to come back in the valley. Maybe Silver knew he was coming back in the valley, and he's like, "Hey, Danny boy, come defeat me, man. There's going to be another boss anyways."
One thing I wonder is they still haven't answered, like, even though, we had the cheating and stuff solved and whatever at season 5, I still go back to that line in the first fight with Silver and Daniel. I mean, Danny boy, it never surprised me how small your mind is. Like, I go back to, like, Daniel's all like, "Oh, the valley is yours, I surrender," but his plans are bigger.
Yeah.
You really think he would go down, like, even if him himself got out of prison, I don't think he operated doing this alone. I think someone else has been hiding also in the shadows, and he's working with someone. Like, I think that
that's what I'm saying, Joe. There has to be someone.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah,
well,
I think like
Tekai, he planned for that. He wanted to go. They wanted to compete, so they could win the Sekai Tekai, so he could franchise the dojo.
But what I wonder is,
I'm thinking that Master Kim may have given him that idea. I'm thinking Master Kim may have given him that idea.
I think so too.
Yeah, Joe.
You had to get that idea from somewhere.
Yeah,
Wait, hold on. Someone say something.
What were you just saying, Tyrell?
Yeah,
I was going to say that I feel like if Master Kim's, if Sensei Kim's father were to be a thing in season 6, I feel like he's going to kind of operate as some kind of like behind the scenes kind of person. Like he's not gonna. We're not actually gonna
That's
see
what I'm
something
saying,
big
bro.
from him.
I think he'll be like the behind the scenes guy where he's looking to see what's going on in the valley.
He'll pull the strings.
Like
but
I don't think he's
he
gonna
will.
play a big role until like maybe the final episode where we're actually gonna see him kick ass.
Yep, that's what I think. I think they're gonna keep him like. That's why I think like I do agree with like when you think of like video game level when you get like your boss fights. I think Silver would definitely like be the one that like is gonna keep is gonna
Joe,
come
I
in
don't
there.
know why, but I have this weird suspicion that he's gonna come in the valley. He's gonna be like, he's gonna just kick Johnny in. And
one thing I keep thinking about is because I think we all still think this is gonna happen. Once you have Silver and Kreese in the vicinity of each other, they're only going to care about revenge against each other. So when they're going at it against each other, you're going to need something else to distract our main heroes, and that's the move when Kim strikes first, because that's when you get.
he's gonna be like, hey guys, I'm gonna distract you.
The thing I've always said, I said this since season 5. I think even before season 5, I still have not gotten. Like, even though Johnny took out multiple senseis in season 5, I want a proper sensei brawl. I want senseis against senseis.
Oh, yeah. We all want that.
Like, it's been on my want list for a long time.
Imagine if Daniel, like, bro, oh my god, bro, that sensei brawl.
Is capable enough to burn down another dojo? Oh, he probably is. I think he definitely is to do that.
Yeah, I think Dennis, bro, he's gonna go. He's gonna be evil, bro.
I think we're gonna see Dennis early season. I think Dennis is gonna already be making moves for Silver from the beginning. Like, I think he's gonna try and really mess with people from the beginning, and maybe he won't even let the illusion that he's working for Silver, but just that he is kind of working on his own to kind of keep Silver's.
Yo, Joe, I had this another theory.
Go ahead, Chosen.
So you know how you said Silver and Kreese are gonna fight? What if by the end of the fight, maybe Kreese is about to kill Silver or Silver about to kill Kreese, but then you hear Master Kim just coming out of the shadows, and then both Silver and Kreese looks at him. Imagine Silver and Kreese both look at him. He's like, they're both looking like, what the? They're like confused because they're probably gonna be like.
I don't think they have anyone else in that fight to distract them. I think that they've built this since season 4. I think these two dudes.
But I don't know, Joe. The Master Kim thing, like, you don't know, like, he could distract them somehow, like, because they know Master Kim so well. They're gonna like.
Yeah, I feel like if there's another problem, I feel like the main threat comes from dealing with our main heroes. Where like I feel like Silver and Kreese, if they fight, their fight is going to be personal. It's going to be flashback beats. It's going to be
yep. Oh yes.
Yeah, but Joe, here's the thing, though. You gotta really involve Master Kim though, because he was there during the flashbacks. You gotta really involve him somehow.
Oh, he's going to be involved. He's going to do a lot of.
Like involve, like seeing the fight and what's going on. Like he
obviously they could be in the same location. It's possible.
Well, the thing of it is too. You want to end it in a way that it doesn't end in a cliffhanger. You know, like so. That's why
I don't think. Here's the thing. I'm not trying to say it's gonna end in a cliffhanger. Like, oh, he's gonna come in after like the fight and just end it like that. I'm saying like I want him to see the actual fight like himself. Like I want Master Kim to see the fight because he knows how.
Right. It's like who is he going to be fighting? You know, like who? You know,
he's fighting.
Like,
I think he's just gonna watch like this. He's gonna just sit there and just watch and see how both.
Based on what I've seen with the tweets that've gone back and forth, I'm wanting to make a Q&A video. When I heard the word memorable. Hey, how's it going, Jake?
Yeah.
When I heard the word memorable for the series finale, here's what I think of the series finale. Because he is going to be that much of a menace, we know Silver can beat Daniel by himself. We know Daniel has beaten Silver when he was tired, whatever the case, the situation. We know Chosen can fight Silver. But we need someone that is, I don't like to draw them in comparison to the MCU because it's not really that successful of a franchise right now. But if I was to like take the inspiration from something from Marvel, I think they want Kim's father to be their Thanos. They want someone to come in and fight multiple people and be a problem. And I love Silver, but I don't think you can have Silver be that. Like, I think Silver is a menace and he's a great threat and he works well for the story. He works well as a narrative threat, but his beef is going to be with Kreese. So
I think Silver's more like Galactus, I say, like he's more like
Galactus. That's true.
Because I really think Kim's father and Sensei Kim are going to be like the huge fight.
They're going to be the ones who can do the big fight for sure. Because Julie's got Julie's got Kim Da-eun, and then you got everyone else is against whatever Kim's dad is going to be.
Bro,
So-
imagine just Kim's dad just going after everyone.
Can I just go on mute for 1 second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
You can go on mute. Do you want me to mute it for you, or you got it?
Yeah,
All right.
yes, please. Hey.
Yo, Joe.
Oh,
my
nothing much.
God.
I wanted to tell you about
Yo, Joe, I was gonna say, imagine just Kim just going after everyone, just kicking everyone, bro. That'd be hilarious.
What I want, awesome. Tyrell, have you seen the Ip Man movies?
Not yet.
I want this man. So you can watch him you can watch like clips of it from YouTube. So Ip Man is a master in Wing Chun, right? So crazy kung fu, super fast. I want to see Kim's father be like the most, like, as much as I love our heroes, if you go to the series finale, we can't make this an easy victory. We can't make this. We want stakes. We want this to be real. So no matter what I know Silver fans just want Silver to get all the glory and to be awesome, and we'll get plenty of stuff with Silver. I want them to bring a dude in that is so badass that we're actually scared for our heroes. Like,
exactly. It's because like
Silver
going back to
like when I see Silver, I'm like, oh, Daniel can't die, Johnny can't die. That's not Silver's style. It's not gonna feel anything. But this guy could be the throat stomper, the lethal protector, the just like end it all, man. He's gonna end it all. Like, it's just crazy.
Because like I know Silver will be a threat. Like I can definitely see him being a part of the final battle, but like he's not going to be the huge boss. Because I know for sure we've seen Chosen. We see Chosen beat his ass 1-on-1, and same with Daniel.
I know Netflix has given a big budget before, but they need to go Endgame with this shit. Like, I want senseis charging at each other like wild, dude.
Also, for those who are wondering, before you go off, Chosen did beat Silver. For those who are wondering, like, I know a lot of people say Chosen didn't beat Silver, but he did. Here's the thing: he technically beat Silver.
Yep.
So
okay, so here's the real topic because we've seen people with like the set like when they were starting to film the actual like the season, and they showed like all the props and stuff. Here's the one thing I wonder. So we know Kreese is gonna have probably multiple dojo weapons, most likely the katana, probably to go up against Kreese and maybe others. We know Chosen will probably still be rocking his size. I can see Daniel, if it gets to the point where it gets dangerous enough, I think Daniel will probably take that bow staff training and probably be using a bow staff against someone. Maybe even Silver. Because they could. Just because I think it might get dangerous enough where he might need it.
Like you're going to see a lot of these characters at their most dangerous potential. Like,
yeah. Which is why I think people that we wouldn't see with weapons will have weapons this season.
We haven't really seen Johnny with the weapon. Like, we only see it once. Like, you only see it once.
I want to see Johnny bust up some nunchucks. I want to see Johnny with nunchucks. I don't know why. I just feel like that would be the weapon that he would have the most fun with.
Also, Joe, you know another weapon that got me interested that we saw behind the scenes is the axe. Yeah. The axe is the one you're pushing.
What's up, Joshua?
Joe, what if we get a Kim versus Silver in season 6?
Well, those two facing off? Maybe.
Yeah.
If they're at different odds at each other.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Master Kim liked Kreese more than Silver, so it's really possible.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is very possible. It could happen.
Well, he did view Kreese as his top student. I'm pretty sure.
I'm a believer of the big fight that, like, as much as I love Silver, I'm a believer of the bigger head of the snake. If you got like, Kreese is like little mini Cobra, like, oh, it's a Cobra. He's got some venom. It's fine. And then you got Silver's got like, he's like maybe like a Diamondback, like rattlesnake Cobra, like got some like really serious venom. He's packing some heat. Got nothing to lose. But then Sensei Kim is like King Cobra, like venom, entire elephant, entire herd by himself. Like that's kind of how I see it going. It's just plus Kim Da-eun trusts more than Silver.
Oh, Joe. There's another character that we never saw use a weapon before.
Who else?
Mike Barnes.
Yeah, Mike could use a weapon.
Maybe he's the one that uses the axe.
No, I think that's
crazy. because I always think this makes every franchise better. You know what I would love to do? So Kim Da-eun has students, right?
Yep.
But what if they make Kim's father is like Ra's al Ghul, and he just comes in with a league of ninjas. Like he just comes in and he just has like an army. Like he just like, because you want the epic scale for the finale, right? So like imagine, we have this big fight with all these different people fighting, and then he just comes in with a massive army that even eclipses because whatever goes down with the students at the Sekai Taikai, those students are probably going to all get defeated, so they're going to need reinforcements.
Yep. It's open season. It's like open season.
Oh my god, Joe! I had this idea. I had this prediction. Okay, the prediction said the ninjas, right? Imagine he comes with the ninjas, and Hawk is like, "There's no way this guy has ninjas now." And Robbie's like, well, it happens most of the time now, right? And Miguel's like, yeah, times go crazy now.
Joking about how ridiculous it's gotten. And then Johnny's like, oh, I'll bust some ninjas. Let's go.
And then Hawk looks at Johnny's like, maybe, you know what, Johnny? Maybe you're right. Maybe we should go after these ninjas. And then Miguel's like,
I could imagine Johnny leading the charge.
Imagine Miguel and Robbie's like, he's like, yeah, Hawk, our father's always right. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, if we go to this endgame level with all this stuff, we need to have the main students. Yeah, I'll unmute you. No worries, Melissa. We need to have the main students and the main senseis just going at it, tag teaming this entire army. I think that's gonna be awesome. Oh, so unmute you now. All right, yeah. There you go. You're unmuted now, Melissa.
Yeah.
You have a nice phone call.
Oh yeah, I think they said that we should look for team ups that we haven't seen before, or something like that, or two characters sharing a scene, characters who've never shared a scene together, sharing a scene together.
And I still keep thinking about what those are going to look like. I do think, even though we haven't heard anything about him in this season, because there will be secret characters that they won't reveal, I think we're going to get Daniel and Bobby facing off.
Joe, we never talked about one thing.
Yeah. I also think Daniel and Julie, too.
That will definitely happen.
Joe, we never talked about this one thing, okay? And I think this person was okay with saying it now because he said it on the stream. So guys, apparently Strike is in Cobra Kai season 6. He's not gonna. I'm not gonna tell you the details because I do know the details, but I'm not gonna say anything about it.
No more.
But he's gonna be in season 6. Yeah, so you guys gotta watch.
He told me that. I was on that stream when he mentioned it.
Awesome.
I'm a member.
Oh yeah, and Melissa, I know the whole the full detail because he told me in private the whole detail. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to spoil it.
No. Respect his privacy. I would never ever ask you to do that ever.
We don't want to ruin
the privacy.
Yeah, we don't want to ruin the surprise.
I'm gonna just say it right now, guys. Pay attention, okay? When you watch season 6, pay attention because.
Oh yeah. No. Respect. I don't want to know any details. Respect Strike's privacy.
Yeah, we gotta make it a surprise, right? You gotta really surprise that.
Yeah, but don't validate his privacy. Don't disrespect his privacy.
Yeah, because he told me. Yeah, because he told me. Oh, yeah,
confidential.
Yeah, because he told me not to tell anyone. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna tell anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna tell anyone because I don't want to spoil it.
The only thing I would ask, and I'm not looking for a spoiler, and I don't think it's a spoiler, but if it is, let me if it's spoiler question, just let me know.
Yeah.
The only thing I was thinking about asking is like, do you think that now that he's like an extra, that he knows how the story plays out a lot better?
He never told me anything about that. Yeah, he never told me anything about that, so I don't know.
I think they might keep him in the dark. I think whatever his role is, if it is, it's exciting, but I think they might keep it minimal because they're trying to prevent surprises leaking out. And I think
that's
I'm just happy for Strike. That's all I gotta say. I'm happy.
I am over the moon for him. I think that is incredible. It just goes to show you that you do a good job. You inspire people. You do. It's like what they said. It's like what Kamiko said out in season 3. Nangu Geico. Nango Geico. Put good out into the world, and good will come out, and good will come back to you.
That's true.
Exactly. Strike is a good guy, and you know what? He's worked hard. He's inspired people like me, and everything that he's done. It's gone noticed.
Agreed. I've been trying to get him on this podcast for a long time, and it's like it just never works out.
I'll be right back.
No worries. Go ahead.
Yeah, because Strike has been busy a lot, so I understand him.
I hope I'll get him on here one day because
he did do.
You're gonna get him on, Joe. Don't worry, Joe. It's gonna happen one day.
Yeah, it's gonna work out. What do you think?
Speak it, see it.
Yep, speak it, see it. You're doing so good at that, honey. Yeah, it's just crazy when you think of like how crazy things have come, like the crazy stuff. Like I never knew in 2024 that I would already be working on my passion project, my film that I'm working on, and it's going amazingly. Like it's doing martial arts has already tested me to a physical limit that I didn't know was possible. Like shooting a movie is just different. Like it's wild.
Yeah, Joe. Like I said earlier, if I had to do it all over again, I would have loved to practice martial arts because
there's never a time. Look, I always tell people the right time was when you were younger, but the best time is now.
Yep.
Is now when you're an adult, probably, because we got all these things going on.
Dedication.
I could use some. I could definitely use some Miyagi though.
Yeah, any age and dedication is good.
I had this. I don't know if you guys. I told you the story. I had this dream, right, where I was in the Cobra Kai dojo and I won the Cobra Kai tournament, and I was Silver's top student. I had a dream about that.
Oh, that's crazy.
And Silver was actually a good person in my dream. He wasn't bad. He was a good guy. Like he was actually like helping me.
A good mentor to you.
Yeah, like imagine Silver. Just imagine Silver being a good mentor, not being evil. Oh my god, that'd be crazy.
Crazy. Some things
we did see that a little bit in season 4, though. So
yeah, it was a little mentoring.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to remember everything Silver says and does has a purpose to it. I mean, like
that's the thing. It does have purpose.
Or do anything that doesn't benefit himself. He has backup plans for everything. He even has a backup plan for his backup plan.
Exactly. So that's like I think that's why I think like having another villain is going to be unnecessary because like with Silver, I still think even when he goes crazy, he's got nothing to lose. There's still, as crazy as he is, there's still going to be a little part of him that he has plans and his plans go places, but there's purpose to what he's doing.
I have a question, Joe.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna go back to that. Before we answer your question, Chosen, I'm just gonna go back to that little video of Martin Cove when they were doing the shooting when the season first started filming again, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said, if I have one word to describe the season, he said mayhem. And there's going to be a lot of mayhem. And the way to get to mayhem is for crazy things to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't get crazier than
without Silver,
but also I was going to say hiding another villain that is going to come in that he does not have Silver's morals. He does not have Silver's respect. He is going to come in and he is lethal. Like he's not going to care.
Silver has morals. I thought he lost those I thought he lost those by the time of season 5. Remember when he got rid of Kreese, his weakness?
But like if you look at him, there's still within him Silver, you might not see it, but like Silver still has like when you look at when he's teaching a lesson, when he's saying something, like when he's working with people like Kenny, when he's working with all these different people, when he was trying to, even when he cheated, when he was trying to push Tori and everyone to get ready for the Sekai Taikai, he means
he pushed Tori right into a stone wall.
Yeah,
with her fist.
He did bad things, but he's trying to teach them to be tough. Like he's trying to make their lives, believe it or not, better.
I could see the morals when he involved Amanda and manipulated her into leaving Daniel. I could see the morals there. I could see the morals where he forced Tori to punch, where he just stood there and made Tori, along with Kim, punch through stone, knowing full well she'd break her hand.
Can I just say something about the
I
stone
could
thing,
see
though?
the morals when he burned down Mike's store,
Mm-hmm.
and had no
I was
regret or
gonna
remorse.
Yeah.
Here's the
Do
thing,
it.
though. I don't think Silver knew that was he didn't. I don't think at first. I don't think he knew that Kim would do that to Tori at first, because he was actually pretty shocked in the beginning of that whole thing. Like, he didn't know. At first.
Actually, I don't think Silver was shocked. I think he kind of had like a more
He
like
knew. He did
disappointed
the
look
same
in
thing with
Tori's face.
Daniel. Except it was wood, it was wood, not stone. He did the same. He knew. He did the
And I
same
want
thing.
to add on to the whole like Silver not caring about anyone. Here's the thing, though. I know a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, but he brainwashed Kenny," but I feel like Silver actually somewhat cared about Kenny in a certain way.
Silver,
Maybe somewhat, but he only cared about his self in the end.
Yeah,
and
like
Silver-
that's the thing.
Just
He only
like
cared about
Priest.
himself in the end.
He was trying to build up, like, I think what he was doing, like, in terms of progressing Cobra Kai, he was trying to actually, like, because if you look at Kenny standing in the line of these other great fighters, he was trying to have him stand out. Like, he wanted to help him. Like,
He wanted to help them get better.
yeah. Because, I mean, let's be honest. If Kenny didn't have the silver bullet, he's not beating Hawk. Like, you did a million other techniques. If the silver bullet was never invented,
that was such a nerfing moment. That was such a nerfing moment.
it's okay. I got a Hawk video coming out tomorrow. The redemption is coming for the Hawk.
No, I'd say like Hawk going down was for plot reasons, because like it also would have been ridiculous to see Sam lose to Devin as well.
He definitely had plot on Kenny definitely had plot on his side in season 5, and it was so obvious.
Can I say the question?
We're talking about it, but I believe because there's so much secrecy about it, because it is the final season. When we see Kim's students and we see the true origins, because they said this thing they expand.
Oh my God, they're going to be breaking stone. They're going to be breaking that same stone with that Tori had to break in season 5 with their heads.
Yeah, but I think we're
going
to see techniques in this season that make like the pressure points technique and that make the silver bullet. You're going to be like, well, okay, those are cool techniques, but what's this? Like, how does this exist? Like, it's
I believe it. I believe it. They've been training since by the time they could crawl. So
yeah, I have a question about Silver. I have a question about Silver real quick. I was gonna ask this a while ago. So you know how we were talking about Silver betraying Kreese? What if, okay, and this is just a what if, okay? What if this whole time when Silver came back to the dojo, he knew that Kreese would bring up the whole past thing. He knew that Kreese would try to get him back to the evil ways. And maybe this whole time he knew that, and he's like, "Oh, Kreese, you made a huge mistake bringing me back."
We pretty much spelled that out when he had him arrested in season 4 at the end of season 4.
No, like I mean the beginning of the season. Like I'm talking about like the beginning of the season 4. Like he knew this is gonna work. He knew this is gonna go all according to plan. Like Silver knew that Kreese was gonna go to jail. He's like, maybe this plan will work. Maybe I'll put my old friend I knew for a while in prison because he keep bringing up the past. Right? Like he was mad at Kreese. Maybe that.
I generally believe in the beginning he wanted to work with Kreese, but it was like there could only be one boss.
I know he didn't want to work with him, but here's the thing, though. I think the only reason why he came back because he had a plan in the beginning of the season, like a backup plan that might work. And
I think it's going to be very different. It's like
it worked though, right, Joe? Because it worked. He went to prison. Kreese went to prison.
I think the problem we're facing in the previous seasons, when you go from season 4 to Silver kind of, hanging it up to going to, okay, I'm coming back into it, and he's thinking very logically, very strategically. When we go into season 6, that's not happening.
No.
As crazy as it is. But one thing I'll say that I think is definitely that I was going with the Silver thing. With the previous seasons, he was thinking very logically. What's up, Cobra Kai Galaxy? How you doing, man? I think what they're definitely pulling here is if Silver goes on that cocaine, he ain't gonna be thinking logically. He's gonna be going full on Joker style, man. It's gonna be It's gonna be crazy.
Crazy him doing cocaine.
Like I said, he's not going to have anything to lose. That's why I think Miyagi-Do's will going down while they're at the Sekai Guy.
You know the
All
one thing
Miyagi
we missed in season 5, Joe, and I don't know if you noticed this. I'm a little upset that we never really see Silver laugh in season 5. Because remember in Karate Kid 3, he used to always laugh whenever he's like.
Not happening.
Oh, it's kind of like, wah, like that.
Well, he was laughing when he was beating the heck out of Daniel in season 5, episode 5.
Well, not really laughing, because the only time you ever
the
only time you ever seen him laugh is when he beat up Stingray. That's the only time I've ever seen him.
Mhm.
That's the only time he's ever seen him laugh. Like, I want him to actually laugh. Because remember in Karate Kid 3, where he was calling Kreese, right? And he was laughing after the call. I want to see that Silver in season 6.
Oh,
Because we never really saw that in season 5, if you think about it. Like, I know he was evil. But
Goldberg.
Joe Goldberg.
like, we need to see a lot more worse than season 5.
Oh,
He's the main character.
We definitely will.
why would he be appearing? There's no reason he would need to be in Cobra Kai.
That's funny.
It's a funny little joke, but yeah, I just feel like
Joe.
for me, I've enjoyed Silver's character, but I'm just like I'm looking forward to the fact that the gloves are off, and if he goes on the cocaine, it's over.
We need that crazy Silverback, Joe. We need that crazy Silverback.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm talking crazy, bro. You know what I want to hear, Joe?
Did you guys notice if you watch Silver in season 5 and you watch Silver in the fight against Johnny in season 4?
Yeah.
There was just a little different like feeling between the two seasons with Silver. Like I know Silver probably wasn't doing cocaine back there, but that energy was still there.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was kind of smiling throughout the entire way.
Where season
He was
5,
fighting
he just
Johnny.
kind of feels like he finds something new. Clearly, he might be terminally ill. He just doesn't care. He wants to do whatever he wants to do, makes a plan because he wins. He takes over, whatever. But then, like, I just feel like I don't know. I feel like Silver works best when he is an agent of chaos, and I feel like when you unleash that agent, it's gonna be crazy.
Yo, Joe, you know I had this idea, Joe. I don't know if you like this idea, though. So you know how you were talking about Dennis, right? Imagine we get like a reference where he calls Dennis, and Dennis says like a plan, like he has a plan in it, and then he tells Dennis, "Hey, I like that, Dennis," and he just starts laughing.
I want to hear that back, man. I want to hear it so bad.
Also,
Like
do you think Snake is coming back?
Do I think who's coming back?
Snake.
Yeah, I think they're both back.
I think
I
they're
just
going to be
wanna
bad
hear
guys.
that.
You gotta have a couple of You gotta have a couple of the OG Cobras that stay bad.
Well, you also got to remember that the actor who played Dutch erased his post saying he wasn't going to be in the show. It's gone.
Right.
I think Dutch is coming back.
Why would you erase your post about something saying you're never going to appear in a show before a final season showed up?
I don't know. I mean, he could have just erased it just because it's been
in my opinion, I'm gonna say something real quick. Can I just say something real quick?
Yeah.
At first, I was like, no, Dutch is not coming back.
Yeah.
But after seeing that whole post being deleted, I'm starting to think he's coming back.
I mean, I've seen that. I've seen that happen, and it's usually when they delete something like that, you get a lot of like companies do those things because they're trying to hide something.
They've done that with Cobra Kai in the past, Joe. They deleted the post and it happens. Like,
I don't know. I'm waiting for something more valid than a deleted post.
Well, like I said, like I'm not. It's just one piece of evidence. It's not the number one end all be all right now. But I'm just saying, it's kind of suspicious.
I don't know. I mean, it maybe I don't know. We might be reading a little bit too much into it.
No. You know why, Joe?
Post up for years.
Oh my God, Joe! I remember something, Joe.
Decided to delete it.
Yeah.
I remember something, Joe. Remember before season 3 came out? I think something with the chosen actor. He posted something about Cobra Kai, and apparently it got deleted before season 3 came out.
What did he post?
I don't know. It was something Cobra Kai related. I don't know what it was. He said he's not coming back or something, and then it got deleted. And then when season 3 came out, he came back. Isn't it a coincidence, Joe?
Yeah. Well, one thing I still lean on to, and the one thing I still think is the biggest piece of evidence, even though it's some people might look at it as nothing, I look at it as a huge thing. Is do you remember, Melissa, when they were first starting to film and that picture came out of Kreese in the new gi with the white and black.
Yeah.
And then they had C.S. Lee, who's supposed to play Master Kim. That picture, I have the thumbnail still of the picture, but that photo's gone. Like when you go and look back for it, all the details, it's
Right.
gone. I think that's very interesting. Hey,
Joe,
yeah,
did you
I
see
mean, I don't know.
Martin
Like I said, he's had that post up for years, so it could be just him being just deleting it. You know, like it being the final season.
The Dutch thing can be whatever. I mean, it could be whatever.
I kind of want Dutch to come back now.
I mean, I don't care one way or the other whether or not if he comes back. I really don't care one way or the other.
I'm looking more into the CS3 thing because it's very interesting that it's Martin Cove, not the young Kreese. So to me, when I look at that stuff,
can I say
that's
something?
more interesting because it's like, why is we know they cast that actor, so what are they hiding from us? That to me was what was really weird about that.
And something else too, Kreese's old bully. I think his name was David.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was he's supposed to be back in season 6, right?
I'd assume so because they said everyone flashbacks this season.
So I had a theory that maybe David might be Johnny's biological father.
That's a good theory.
I heard that one before.
And Kreese might have known it all this time.
Maybe
David might have abandoned him. Might have abandoned Johnny or something. Kreese knew all this time who Johnny's father was.
There's someone worse that Johnny would want to kick in the face more than Kreese. That's not good.
I think Kreese will eventually tell him if that's true.
The kick
I think it could be. I think it's a possibility. Because if you think about it, he kind of, I mean, with the exception of smacking Betsy, he kind of had a similar attitude towards Johnny.
That's true.
I mean, him and Johnny shared kind of a similar attitude.
Yeah, it's very true. They could definitely have a.
I didn't notice that actually.
There is That's a good, interesting theory. Strong possibility. It's really interesting that some of these ways, like how they try to hide some of this stuff, is pretty unique. It's definitely unique how they've got some big secrets up their sleeve. What do you think is?
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead. Is it Josh?
Yeah. Did you see Martin Cove's post of him reading the script for season 6?
Martin Cove?
Yeah, he was reading the script for season 6.
I did see that post.
Yeah,
that was interesting.
Yeah, he was.
That's an interesting one for sure. What do you think we're getting, Melissa, on the 15th? Do you have any theories?
I think we're going to be getting a lot. I think we're going to be getting, I think we're going to be getting, obviously we're going to be getting Sam, Tori, Robbie, Miguel, maybe Hawk and Dimitri, and possibly Kenny and Anthony, and maybe Devin in the teaser somewhere. We're going to see, we're definitely going to see Daniel and Johnny in it. And presumably Chosen and Mike Barnes.
Yep.
And definitely Kreese and Kim and maybe, just maybe, big maybe, Master Kim and Julie somewhere. Maybe. Maybe.
You know what I actually think?
That's a maybe. Yeah, that's true.
For a while now. This teaser. Oh, you were talking about the kick I was doing earlier. Okay, that makes sense. What time?
I don't know, Galaxy. I gotta really check on.
I think I actually I've been thinking about this for a while, and I think we're on the same page, Melissa, because they've been actually planning and shooting this now for a while. I think like in terms of, you think of a bunch of stuff that could happen, this is going to be a real, like, I think it'll be a proper teaser. Like, I think this will be like, we'll see footage. I was kind of like at first I was like, oh,
we're definitely going to get more of South Korea and possibly Okinawa, and maybe in the teaser. Possibly.
Can I just say one thing about that real quick, Joe? Someone told me, I was telling we might get footage, and they're like, no, they just started filming. I'm like, bro, they've been filming for a while now.
Filming, they will give us footage.
They've been filming since January.
And if they're not good,
here's the thing: they've been filming since January. So I don't know what this person was talking about when I told him that.
It's May. So I gotta ask you. I know you hang out in a lot of watch party streams, Melissa.
Yeah.
Have you heard any more about this episode 11 extra thing going on?
I haven't heard any more of it since Watch Party did his video. I mean, listen, as long as it's not less than 10 episodes, either 10 or 15, I'm happy. So
I'm happy either way, but I think that it's interesting that there's a pretty good evident stuff happening that seems like it's gonna be probably more than episode 10, because I just feel like they've, like, when you really think about it,
I also think it's possible that we may be getting this series, we may be getting this season, maybe part 2.
I think that's my theory is they will go with the Stranger Things model, like you're going to get half and half. Like, I think we'll do half and half.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I'm not. Don't quote me on it. I'm not positive.
I don't believe Hayden. I'm on Watch Party side. I don't trust Hayden because Hayden's the only one that's said 10 episodes so far.
Yeah, Joe. Something I'd like to say real quick.
Yeah, so Tyrell, go ahead.
So we're pretty much already 3 months into production. So like if I had to guess, they're probably filming episode 9 by now. Because if it's really 10 episodes, they'd probably still be in episode 6, which I highly doubt.
Yep, which is why I think it's definitely longer than 10. Because
no, but here's the thing, Joe. The moment we get to May 15, I think they'll be almost done.
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. It's crazy because they said filming is supposed to take all the way to July. Why would filming take so much into July if they were only doing 10 episodes?
I actually think it's gonna finish in June.
You think June? Okay. Even if it's July,
probably.
Because I imagine the series finale it's probably gonna take them 3 or even 4 weeks because it's probably expected to be at least an hour and a half to maybe 2 hours.
Either June or July.
Maybe late. I think the most likely for me is late June. I think late June is the most likely.
So I'm gonna have to do a whole video about what I'm kind of, now that you give me a lot of more ammunition, Melissa, for what I'm gonna add for my predictions for what we're gonna get on May 15th. So
I think what we're gonna Master Kim and Julie, that's a big maybe. They might be saving them for the official trailers.
I think they might save. I'm gonna throw a hot take out here. I think people might not expect this. I think they could go just because they might want to do this. We might actually not get Julie. They could tease Julie maybe closer to when they get closer to announce their release date. But I think they might keep some stuff. And I think here's one thing I will say. So we've talked about, we think them showing Silver's out of the question, even though we've seen him with his hair back for Thomas. What I will say is Kreese is definitely, the kids, the senseis definitely.
Yeah.
Why would you announce the actor playing Sensei Kim if you're not going to show him? So to me, I think Kim's possibility is a lot higher because we have the actor already present.
Yeah.
So I think that for me, I think Kim definitely is. Sensei Kim's definitely going to show up. I think and I think what they'll do is they'll make him the stinger. I think they'll do the whole thing where now here's the other question. This is the first real teaser. Normally they wait a little bit to do an announcement teaser. Do you think they've decided what the release date is already?
Yeah, Joe. I was going to talk to you about that.
It's possible. It's possible.
They actually did. Joe, remember that cute?
They would tell us at this event when it's coming.
Oh, I don't know about that. If they're gonna do the teaser, well, they could do it maybe at the end of the teaser. I don't know.
They might do their thing where they
save that. They may save that.
I could agree with that. I think the teaser will be a minute 30. That's a good. That's a good prediction for a teaser. I could see that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they'll announce the release date at the same time they do the teaser. I
Here's the
don't
thing,
know.
though.
I think they might because of the fact that they have. I think the reason they would do it is because they're jumping ahead of everything. They've already kind of established. Like I heard a report today, someone like that a bunch of Netflix's schedules said it's going to come out in Q2 of 2024. So like they're getting closer to like starting to announce more things. They might just want to jump out in front and just tell people when we're gonna wait for this.
I don't know. Did they do that for season 4 for the season 4 trailer? Did a teaser? Did they give it? Did they give a date announcement?
I don't remember. They might have. But
Strike Plus Media posted a video.
But the other thing they did that I think is really important.
Yo, Joe, Strike posted a video on his channel.
Oh, he did? What's the video about?
His new Cobra Kai trailer release date.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's on his channel right now.
Right now?
Yeah, it's a new Cobra Kai trailer release date.
I know. I'm gonna wrap it up and jump over.
I was gonna say before we end it, I was gonna say John already has a release date on mine because he did a Q&A like
he discussed it with Netflix, so
yeah, because he already had a. Like,
But
he knows
you know
when
what
the release date. Yeah, he knows when the release date is.
Yeah.
They might do the thing where they might give us a like temporary release date, and then they might change their mind because they did the thing where they had fun with it with John. Like, oh, it's gonna be this date, and they're like, oh, it's coming actually sooner. So they might be like.
Here's the thing, though, Joe. I think the most like if they were coming up with the date, I think the most likely is December something.
Yep, that's what
It's got to be December something.
Yeah, December is the date.
I mean, it's got to be.
I
had an idea.
I prefer them to do it a month earlier than I prefer November because I don't want them to. I'm worried about them clashing.
They could do it. They could do part 1 and they could do part 1 if they divide it into parts. Part 1
with the movie
in November.
It's got me really worried.
Here's the thing, though, Joe. So here's the thing, Joe. If they do no volume, right? If they do no volume, I think my prediction is December 7th, which is a week before the movie. December 7th is when it's gonna come out, which is a week before the movie. That's my prediction.
But what if we
I don't know
find
if it's
out
true.
movies if they didn't do a volume like you said, and the season comes out, and you said they would release it all at once like they normally would binge, then maybe that would work because then at least everyone would know there wouldn't be any surprises. Because my biggest fear is because Sony's playing with dangerous hands. My biggest fear is that they would have this movie reveal information that, like, for people who hadn't seen.
Oh, you know what? I actually have a theory on that.
Yeah.
I actually have a theory on that. Oh,
okay.
And I hope to God they don't do it, but I have a feeling they might.
I don't trust Sony.
What is
I think that they, you know how Daniel's in Brooklyn and we can't figure out why he's in Brooklyn?
Yep.
I think that he might be in Brooklyn to either build or sensei another Miyagi-Do dojo that's there, or that's gonna be there.
You think that's gonna happen?
He could say and if that happens, if he says that, then that's going to reveal that he obviously won the Sekai because that would be the only way he could do that.
This is exactly why I'm like, keep these two separate, move them apart from each other because
Underground.
That could be the reason.
Can I just say something with Underground's in the chat? Underground, they started filming already. The Karate Kid movie, they already started.
When the stream ends, Inkdoll, I will do one last end the stream kick.
But that's what they could. That's what I have a feeling that's my theory. That's why I think Daniel's in Brooklyn to sensei or build another Miyagi-Do dojo.
I got to start in a couple minutes, AJ. I think that could happen. See, that's why I want them moved. So November is my birthday month. So I'm not saying anything, but like, if they want to do me a favor, put season 6 in November, and then just maybe what will come up. Maybe this movie won't be ready by December, and maybe they're gonna be like, oh, maybe they move it.
Yeah, I feel like they should move it, Joe. I feel like they should move it to 2025.
Honestly, I feel like they should too.
I was gonna say Joe.
Yeah, go ahead.
Joe. I feel like this whole movie thing, they should have waited to do it like after season 6 has been released. Because like,
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
The whole thing
They
is
should have, but
they
because
should have done
this
that.
movie is
it's
only
like the
having a good
40th
story.
anniversary for the whole franchise, so they probably decided to do it.
You know
this
what they
year.
should have done? Actually, you know what they should have done? After season 6 comes out, that's when they should have started filming the movie. After season
Yes.
6.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know
No,
what's
that's
gonna
when
suck?
that's when this whole thing should. That's when that whole thing should have started.
The reason
That
they're
is when it should have started.
the reason they're pushing this movie, I think, that's going to be crazy, is because I think that, as you guys know, even though they're totally different properties, because Sony owns both of them, after Madam Web completely failed, I think they went, okay, now we're going to try and take another franchise, and we're going to try and just, and now they're moving because they need something.
Now they're multiversing it, and it's
It's ridiculous, honestly. Let's be
Yes.
for real.
It
It
is.
is.
Sony, that's if you look at all the stuff, I don't know if you read into the Marvel stuff or whatever, but Sony's all about the multiverse. Like that's all they care about. They made their money from home, and that's all they want.
Can we not talk about Sony, bro? Sony is pissing me off all the time, bro. Every time I hear Sony.
At the end of the stream, when I end the stream, in a couple minutes, I will actually I'll do a kick. What kind of kick do you want? Do you want the same one I did earlier that you missed, or do you want me to try and see if I can do one of my spin wheels? Yep, I'm wrapping it in a couple minutes.
yeah. So wait, before you go, Yoda Joe, thoughts on the Sekai Tech guy? What are your thoughts? Yeah, what are your thoughts on the Sekai Tech guy?
What I think will happen, or
yeah, I mean, like, who do you think? Like, honestly, I hope they win as a dojo. I hope that Robbie and Tori and Sam, like they're all able to, bring the win home for Miyagi-Do. But if they go the story route,
I'm gonna cut it down.
If they go the story route, I could see them where they have Robbie and Sam win it.
Yeah, I think
that makes the most sense.
I think just because I got to wrap it up and go to my other podcast, I'll keep it very short and sweet and condensed. I think the good guys win, and then the bad guys retaliate. That's my.
They're going to be in full serial killer mode. Like, like Sensei Kim, especially. She's probably gonna be looking to kill Sam, Tori, and Julie Pierce, and probably Devin.
Before we end the stream, we gotta end it with this. We gotta end it with Tigger before we end it.
Well, I gotta do Tigger. I was promised I gotta do this. I gotta do this kick to end the stream real quick. Then I gotta start to.
Yeah, Joe, show Tigger the kick, Joe. He's gonna grab him with his tail.
Tigger on the screen.
He's gonna.
I gotta do this. 3 seconds. The mic's in the way. I'm ending this right now, honey.
Yeah, Tigger, grab his kick with your tail, please. Thank you.
There you go. There's your kick.
But anyways, Joe, thanks so much for having me on.
Thank you so much for a great stream.
Thanks, Joe. This is great.
Remember, every Thursday we're gonna do this now. So every Thursday we'll make.
And like episode 1, we're gonna write, right?
Next week we're writing episode 6. So Melissa, be here next week. Our structure is gonna be literally we're writing the episode from our predictions from what we know. So next week we're writing episode 1.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I would love to be a part of that.
Yeah,
definitely.
We'll be writing that next week. So we will see you guys next week. Thanks for coming to the stream, guys.
Yep.
And remember, Tigger is gonna bounce, guys. He's gonna bounce that tail.
It's nice.
Bye.